Alrighty, let's make sure the levels are there. Everybody say hi, loud and proud.
Oh God, I forgot to mute Twitch.
Hello.
Hello.
Echo.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another week of playing Light of Thylea. Oh my goodness, speaking of, my monitor was turned up all the way up too, so I just got to blow. Anyways, welcome back for another week. We are super excited. As you guys know, these folk, and if you don't know, these folk have been traveling around the world of Thylea quite a bit. They have reached level 11. I think you guys are 11 now. This is starting to feel like kids, right? I was like, what age are you again? But in any case, no, it's cool. They just got done with an amazing summit with the Titans. You know, the things that are the BBG, or supposed to be the BBG of the adventure, but they decided to do otherwise, to potentially strike a peace with these BBGs, or at least with one of them. However, there's some unsettled scores that we have to follow up on, specifically Rhodus, our demigod barbarian, son of Pitor, the god of war. Well, he had a traumatic experience when he was like level 11. And, oh, sorry, by that I mean like 8 or something like that. He had a little bit of a moment. And as we're going to pick it back up, you find yourselves on the island of the dragon, a place that you guys have been aiming for a long time. When you arrived at the island of the dragon, you, decided to stay the night and have a little bit of a beach camp out party, during which we did have Estrella see a large black shadow cover the stars as it flew above, where we determined that Hexian Deed is not a green, but a black dragon. Maybe it's a green-black dragon. Maybe it's something in between. We don't know. We won't know until we see it. That's what I'm saying. What is the opposite of albinism called? I know it has a name. Melanism? Is that it? Maybe it's just a dragon with a melanism.
So.
You just never know.
I didn't even know there was a word for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Melanistic?
Melanistic, maybe? I don't know. I hope somebody corrects me on it, so, because I don't want to give it the wrong name. I
think that's technically what like Black Panthers are.
Yeah.
Is just a melanistic jaguar or leopard.
Mm-hmm.
It's melanism. You were right.
Yay.
You were correct.
Yay. I feel so Jeopardy right now. But in any case, as you guys arrived, you went deeper into the jungle, deep jungle that is this island of the dragon. Massive trees rise up in this equatorial, incredibly humid locale that has just massive amounts of bugs flying about. The ferns on the ground are so tall you kind of have to push through, maybe even use the god blade to cut down some of them to cut a swath of a path before you. And there, you also heard the calls of massive reptilian creatures deeper within the jungle. As you pushed forward, you were greeted by a little Chewinga, a forest spirit that is currently traveling within Estrella's nest of a hare. This is nothing against Estrella. It's just, look, it just happened that way sometimes. So you have a little forest spirit that just wants to turn your hare into a nest. And then you guys were suddenly surrounded and met elves. It appears that after you guys had drank from the horn of Belmitria, during which you did have a vision of supposedly Gaius standing upon the deck of Lutheria's ship in the Nether Sea, you found yourself in a small village of huts made with reeds and hatch, an accumulation of elves that run around. You saw a little green-eyed, red-haired girl with deep brown skin and freckles so thick they almost look like a solid line across the front of her face. Look at you. And after all of that, you ended up having a little bit of a, how should we say, meeting with the people in charge here. Specifically, you got to meet the priest of this little village. Let's switch on over to this. For this locale certainly has a charm to it. It might be even a, how do we say, a tourism location under different circumstances. And as you guys sit there, you see Darok and Petrea, as a young jungle elf does walk over towards you and sits down what is a small chest but apparently your belongings. You look about and you can see again swarms of beautiful jungle birds in a huge flock just fly above hand. You can see the beautiful trees all about, the coconuts dropping as you see a young elf also kind of dropping them down probably for harvest. As you pick it back up though, Rhodas, you step out and in your mind's eye, you once again step out of the house after Hexia had taken you with her. It has been a long time. Years of the making. Years of being a bestiary, of being a mercenary, of being a many things. Now apparently a general, a hero. But everything has led to this moment. There must be a sensation, a tingling going on in you. What do you think Rhodas is feeling at this moment?
I think that his whole sort of life, Rhodas has been driven by his desire for, I want to say revenge, but it's more like he just like wants this dragon to be gone, so like the world is safer, or like it's not just for the purpose of revenge. It's like for some sort of like greater good of like this shouldn't happen to people. And he also sees it as like a sort of a stepping stone of like, this is like a necessary thing that we need to do before, like to prove ourselves before we can take on the bigger threat.
As you step out, the words of the elves also ring through your mind again, Rhodas. The words of poachers and others coming to this island. Well, not necessarily poachers, but people that were sent to Hexia to deliver statues. And at first they thought that was you. They thought that you indeed were part of this, but now that they have asked you questions and you made it clear that you're here to kill them, you see Petrea kind of motion, and from behind another little hut, a little dragon starts to run up and kind of nestles into your arms, Perseus. You see the serpentine neck just kind of push up against you, and you scratch in the right places as Scylla kind of enjoys the scritches. Well, you've made it to Dragon's Tooth, the elf says. How did you intend to hunt this dragon before you met us?
I think we were just going to try and define its horde, right? And then, like we were just going to go to its horde, right? I mean, and then just start, like, I don't know, like touching it, taking some things, right? Dragons generally know when you touch their stuff, and then it would lure it back, right? And then, once it comes back, we pounce, so to speak.
Her horde, as you call it, at the top, and she kind of points towards the mountain, the central mountain range of the island, as it leads upwards into what seems to be a little bit of a grove area up ahead. Like you can see, it must be miles and miles and miles away from where you're currently at. And as you look upon that, you think to yourself, it's a little bit of a hike to get there. You guys certainly can make it by probably even before nightfall, but yeah, it will take some time to get up there. She has a pool and a cave within which she keeps her possessions, though what she collects most is these statues. We thought that they were just special to her. As she looks over to Darok, Darok again kind of like seems to be incredibly taken by the fact that they've been smashing these statues whenever they could get their hands on it, to try to ensure that Hexia couldn't get those.
I mean, maybe we can take some of the statues back with us, and we can like cure them at once we get them back to Mitros, right? That might be, we could definitely do that potentially. Right? There might be, maybe there's one of like your family members in that road, is like a brother or sister or something from like ages past.
Where does she get the statues? Does she turn them to stone herself, the people, or?
They kind of look at each other, and Darok speaks up as he says, well, there are creatures in the jungle that all of the creatures respond to her call. at a disadvantage here. Some of the large reptiles and the frog clans do respond to her call. They are her servants, not just because they have to, because they enjoy it. Sometimes they go on hunts where they try to collect our most able-bodied warriors to try to bring to Hexia's appeasement, worship, tribute. But most of the statues that she's received came by, well, ship.
Do the animals in your forests turn things to stone? That is what you are saying?
Yes, there is a large
Oof.
reptile with wings that sometimes is used as a mount by the frog clans. And that is how they go on hunts. They use the secretion, venom of that creature to try to turn us to stone.
And you have a cure for this, surely, right?
They look at each other. No, there is no plans that Hexia allows to grow here that is able to ensure that we can turn it.
Does it sound like any of the things that we've run into that turn things into stone when they're talking about the creature?
What have you run
Because
into?
I know we've run into a few. I'm trying to think of all of them.
You've run into Gorgon. You
Basilisk.
didn't fight them. You fought, or you actually fought Medusas.
And there was one more, I think, but I don't think it was a flying thing, so I don't think that would have been what it was either.
No, this sounds different. If only you guys had a drill. Just kidding. Go ahead and whomever is proficient in it, make me a history or a survival check.
I think I'm proficient in either of them. Oh no, I'm proficient in history. Every time I forget. Every time I forget.
Already. Lyra, you're not entirely sure. Brissa, you're still amazed that there are smaller reptiles walking around. Dragons are the best reptiles there are. Why even go further? Just stop there. That's the peak of evolution and creation. Just stop there. Lyra, you think on some of the literature, and you do remember mention of these things that many of the scholars had called dinosaurs, large reptilian beasts that are able to walk the earth and are incredible apex predators in any biome that they usually exist in, except for maybe dragons.
Sounds made up. Sounds fake.
Yep. Now, as you kind of guys get a view around, you can see that indeed along the tree line there are many of these smaller reptiles as they kind of seem to watch curled around. You see some snakes with wings attached to them as they fly off, and you kind of get a good look around the village, and you're pretty sure, Yanni, that indeed you had heard of a creature that is very much associated with, and there are scholars who have hypothesized that one evolved out of the other. They're Dromaeosaurus, which have the capability through their bite to inflict a similar impact as, let's say, a cockatrice would.
So, yeah, we might have to watch out for lizard bites. Like, more than usual.
What specifically,
There's-
poison
there's
or?
No, like, turn you to stone.
But Yanni,
But at
yes,
least
you
it's
can
their bite
confirm
and not their
if you-
eyeballs.
If you do respond to Estrella, that yes, this would be a poison effect.
Okay.
And we decide that the green dragon was acid, or what did we decide that was?
All you know
It's
is
poison.
that there's a dragon with melanism out there.
As
It could be
Australia
absolutely anything.
shuffled through her spell book, preparing for their adventure,
Mhm.
she looks up and asks, "That dragon, do we think it is poison or acid, or what do we think it is?"
Poison, 100%.
Poison. Great. Okay. Yeah.
And you
Right,
guys
but
had
there was
already-
that theory that it's a different color than we.
And you had already
Yeah.
prepared your spells for the day. Is that correct?
Oh,
Yep.
What time is
you
it?
Sure did. Yep. It's 5:00. You absolutely can, take that long rest, get yourselves nice and prepared for the next morning. But you're pretty sure that now that you're no longer on the Ultras, one of you is going to have some bad sleep.
Oh, right.
oh, shoot. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't. Actually, this is out of character. I can't do Greater Restoration. It makes no sense in character. I don't have Greater Restoration prepared. That's the thing that cures the stone situation. Yep. I would recommend that we figure that out. Now, I can... Wait. Can I cure Rotus?
It doesn't have a time limit. Petrification doesn't have a time limit. We can just keep you alive until we can see.
If it's a poison effect,
True,
plus the
but
restoration
we're
fixed
one
it?
down. Just one, and then if we... That's before we even hit the dragon. We kind of need a full team before we hit the dragon. I feel like, do you have seeming? Yoni, do you have a spell where you can make us look like one of these frog people?
I can make me look like a frog people.
I also can make me look like a frog people, but I've never
Oh.
seen the frog people, so I don't know how well.
Oh yeah, it'd be a total guess.
This probably won't work twice, right? But we could pretend like you captured us and were taking us to Hexia for the sacrifice, or the tribute or whatever.
And if they accost us speaking a language we don't speak,
So don't speak frog people. I don't know what language they would speak, but
Maybe you are a
probably-
mute frog person. This exists, surely?
you can just croak at them.
What if I sleep while you carry me? And then when I wake up? I don't know. Now you guys know everything I know. I don't have Greater Restoration prepared.
We'll just have to not get bitten.
Yeah, we can just not get bitten. I think that's a good.
Okay.
Light of Thylea.
Rule number one:
Official
don't
motto.
get bitten.
Get good.
Mhm.
You good?
Mhm.
Don't get bitten.
I do have Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, that cures poison.
Yep. And I also have protection from poison. I got a lot of poison stuff.
Hopefully, the bite is not an instantaneous thing, and we can, nip it in the bud before it.
It nips
Completely
you.
It's
turns
probably
someone
not
into
poison at all. It's probably thunder randomly, because damn it.
I don't think thunder and petrification would. I mean, it would be a real killer combo, honestly. But
And then I boom
We're
and
gonna
blade
be
the statue.
fine.
I do want to ask a question. We've been having this internal debate. I don't know if you heard, but
Oh, it's impossible to miss anything. that you
we're
say.
just huddled
You're
around
very
each other.
loud in the middle of our entire village. Everyone is listening.
just like a point of clarification. Hex, she is green, right? Like she's not actually just covered in moss and actually red. Like what color are her scales? This with gold, right? Do
Yes.
you know what the color green is?
We were
I guess that,
wondering about that. We thought all dragons were green.
Oh, okay, so it's
So
sweet.
this is
It
not a
green.
weird condition of your dragon. We
No,
tried,
mine-
to put mud on it and help it out a little bit, just in case as a
Aw.
backup.
Yeah, no. It's yeah.
Oh, you might want to. Don't give it the berries. Okay. Yes, Hexia is a green dragon. It has well, she has some of the collections upon her, some large pillars and other stone that she has kind of attached to herself and grown upon her back.
That seems
mainly green,
strange.
majority green.
Yes.
I feel as though this is something we should ask further about, but I know us and we will not. So,
She gives you a very weird look. That seems like something very specific. You want to talk about it?
what?
We have a hut.
I don't.
You want to talk one-on-one?
About the pillars attached to Hexia's back, you mean, or?
Sure, you seem uncomfortable. Are you okay? You need some tea.
Oh no, this
Some
is
tea.
just how I
Get some
am.
tea right now.
I
Go.
just am always like this. Thank you. I like tea.
It's the jungle fever.
Doesn't sound so bad. I maintain.
Oh,
And so these pillars at the back, could you explain it? Are they like the statues that she's just carrying these statues around all the time?
Seem to be made out of similar stone, yes, and she does carry them all the time. She has vines growing on them, and she tends to them.
Oh, they are special to her.
Maybe.
Maybe the rocks are her only friends.
How many dragons have you seen in
That.
your time?
2. She points towards Scylla and then points up towards the location where Hexia's lair must be.
Oh man.
Which one's prettier?
Because-
Listen, I feel like it's a little bit of an unfair question. You have
Yeah.
told me this is your dragon. The other one is very large and can
That's what I was gonna say. Hexia is bigger and older, and
kill many
therefore,
things. I mean, this one is prettier for sure. But the other one is more powerful. You know, there's a lot of factors to be considered.
How much bigger would you say?
She kind of looks
how many
around.
hands is the green
She's
dragon?
like, maybe about the size of this building. Maybe a little bit larger.
Oh, that's not that big.
Yeah, I feel like Icarus is about that size, right?
How big is Icarus? I've hung out with Icarus a lot.
Is Icarus another dragon? Icarus is smaller than that.
Awkward.
In fact, the
Yes.
dragon that you guys did kill is smaller than that.
Ooh, weird.
Yes, yeah, like back where we come from, we have like legions of dragons, right? We just have like,
Why
like
would you do that?
because it's awesome. Like,
It is not awesome. It is awful.
No, they are not all bad. It's
Yeah, some of them are nice.
Give Scylla a little bit of a side glance. I'll take your word for it.
I just start minor illusioning all the different dragons that we've seen. This one is Icarus. This one we killed.
while that's happening, Estrella goes up to Rhodas and she kind of like tugs his arm. Rhodas, do you think perhaps your mother is one of these statues?
It's possible. I've never liked to think that she was dead,
Right.
but I'm
So
not
we
sure
should-
that this is a better fate than death.
Well,
Who knows
Well,
how
but-
these...
I can help her though. I could bring her
Certainly.
back.
Would she be the same? After...
I think so. We brought Yoni back, and he is the same.
he was petrified for days.
Right. Well,
But I certainly would not choose to keep her that way if we do find her.
yes, but we just would have to be careful. I mean, if they are attached, if you're. I'm sorry, this is terrible to talk about, but if your mother is attached to her, we must be very careful.
We'll cut her out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Yeah, I forgot who I was talking to. Sorry. Oh, it's good.
This one is our friend Crane's dragon. I don't think we know their name, but we're probably gonna have to kill it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I am definitely in favor of killing as many dragons. She keeps looking over to Brissa and Scylla. As is necessary. Sorry, bad generational relationship with dragons. Yeah. Okay. What other questions do you have? We have some experience with her lair, but we don't travel there often. We usually are told to give our sacrifices to the Frog clan so that they can bring it up to the pool. A few of us have traveled, Darok included. As he kind of goes, yes, it is a narrow climbing path up a central spire. Upon the top of a plateau, you have dense jungle that surrounds a central grove path that inside of it also has ancient stone structures. We see these throughout the island, but not many. It seems, though, that most of them have been carried back into the cave. At the back. Yes.
I was going to ask, can you like distract the frog people or sneak us past the frog people somehow so that we don't have to worry about becoming stone?
Sure. We kind of look at each other for a moment. We're actually going to suggest a frontal assault. Are not sure that the dragon will believe our story. We go all the way to her lair, without the help of the frog people. Well, she will be suspicious regardless, so we might as well just launch an attack now. Bring as many of our able-bodied warriors as possible. Give you all as much of a fighting chance. It appears that you are better at this than we have been for generations. It's time then that the village stands and fights, even if this is the last fight.
Do you guys have any more of that stuff that gets rid of jungle fever, just in case we?
We have a balm you can spread upon your skin and you will not.
Oh, perfect.
Also helps with tanning. You are very, very pale. Very pale. You will burn. Our children usually are exposed to as much sun as possible. It will hurt you. You need, please, have some right now. And he gives you a little bit of balm.
I don't know. Grew up on a mountain. I feel like I'm pretty tan.
You are not insignificantly tan, but compared to these elves, you shine bright like a diamond. Estrella, on the other hand,
though.
translucent. Yeah, she's a ghost.
What?
Balm, please. Hands it to you.
Okay. She puts it on.
It stinks. It is disgusting. It definitely has some animal fat in there, probably some kind of ground up bean, definitely a root of some kind. But once it's on, it kind of feels nice.
Hydrating.
Moisturizing.
Yeah.
Even though putting on moisturizer while you're outside super high humidity weather,
They make moisturizers with SPF
Hey.
in them.
I have combination skin. It happens.
I hand the rest of the bomb over to Nani.
We're gonna leave this jungle. We're gonna look 10 years younger.
okay, you need to miss the tea. The tea, no, just be very careful about that.
No, the T-zone is the worst. That's where it gets the most oily.
That's what I'm saying. If you put too much balm on it, it just
Oh,
clogs your
yeah,
pores,
okay,
and then you
yeah.
have like a T-shaped, craters in your face. Anyway. So, forgive us for asking, but we were wondering exactly what your attack plan is. You have slain a dragon before. You have a dragon. We have no reason to not believe you, but we are going to be laying our lives on the line for this. How will you go about this?
Well, Rodus is gonna stab it a lot. He's got a big sword. Show them your big sword, Rodus.
I'll draw my big sword.
Whoa. That is a magnificent sword.
And
I get that a lot.
Ursa has a spear that's also an adequate spear.
We'll just nod and look at her spear.
Wow.
And the rest of us mainly use magic. Yanni has a bow. Basically we're just gonna cut it a lot until it dies, and then also shoot it with magic. That's usually our game plan.
We're going to lay claim to as much of its hoard as possible at the end as well.
She
I'm sure
is
that'll get its attention.
very good at magic as well. Might want to be careful.
Made up.
Noted.
We fought a lot of stuff that's good with magic too. So
You're very confident.
We killed the Lotus Witch, so.
yeah, and she could reverse time and speed it up, turning into babies. She was real magic.
Okay, I believed you until you were talking about this. This is made up, clearly. Betrayal kind of puts up her head. Listen, we don't know about the outside world. With Hexia keeping her claw upon us, What are we supposed to do? With that, another elf kind of returns, walks over to Estrella. Here you go. Oolong. It's tea.
Hey.
You can drink it.
Oh.
Oh, oolong. I was like, what?
Hmm.
You
She's
just
gonna,
call
like,
me a
just-
bad name?
You try it, and it's delectable. It's very, very,
Oh.
very yummy. You're pretty sure they put honey in it, too.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
But
The
kind of looks at
poison.
you, nods. It's over towards Betrayal. Alright, stab it a lot, magic. Get all the warriors together. Give them an hour. We're going to start the ascent.
Oh wait, I'll ask the question because they will not. What kind of magic does she use?
Magical kind?
Right, but does she use the magic that like makes? There are many different kinds.
There are?
Does she like shoot fire? Like, is it lightning? Is it
Ooh.
more poison? Right? Like, what type of things does she does with the magic?
Does she
She thinks the
control
best
your
of people's
mind?
minds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She
Can she freeze you in place?
She controls the minds of the creatures of the jungle, yeah? But other than that, she is able to move the stone and earth of the island.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I hope
Well, the
that's
earth.
okay.
Got it. Yeah, no, yeah.
It is, and Durkan says, I draw my magic from the earth itself too. I can close my eyes, and when I truly get lost inside of my thoughts, I can feel the life around me. I can draw that energy in. Petra goes, yes, we don't need your meditation talk. He somehow draws upon the magic of the jungle. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah. What can he do?
He goes, well, I have the ability to heal my people. I help them in those ways. I can longer hunts. I can make sure that we have enough food and remove poisons and the like.
Perfect.
Great. That's awesome.
Thank you. I am the most talented shaman my tribe has ever seen. It would be an honor to maybe learn from you. You don't draw your magic from the island, obviously. Where do you draw your magic from?
I get my magic from the fates.
Okay.
Mhm. Same.
Is that also a lotus wizard who can turn babies into things?
No.
It's Yanni's mom. Well, one of them is Yanni's mom.
Oh,
That's true. That's true. One of them is Yadu's mom.
it's a long story. We're estranged until recently.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Now it's more just strained.
I didn't mean to walk into that one. I'm sorry. I did
Yeah.
not know.
Yeah, it's okay.
Way to go.
Lyra and I are going to have a conversation later about what's appropriate to discuss in mixed company. But
That's where my
I
magic
just look at
came
Lyra.
from.
I just look at Lyra and I giggle, but she can only hear it in her head.
That'd be so weird. What the?
But yeah, I mean they're people. Not a lotus witch. The lotus witch was technically a sphinx. Do you know what a sphinx is?
They look at each other, and you can see that they do not.
Oh god. We're gonna have to come back and talk about a lot of stuff. I just minor illusion a tiny little lotus witch.
And they both kind of look at it wide-eyed. Petrea seems to try to hide her astonishment significantly more. Dargently, on the other hand, he's absolutely just wide-eyed, and you can see there's that call to adventure building in the back of his head. And he's getting excited about the thought, the aspect of the rest of the world.
Yeah,
As you
she was
kinda
like
look
this,
up,
but like a million times bigger. Like way bigger.
suddenly you hear the call of a horn. As Dark and Betray immediately look at each other. Attack! And with that, you can suddenly see multiple soldiers kind of grabbing spears and the like. In the moments that follow in the kerfuffle, as you guys suddenly look about, you hear calls coming from deeper in the jungle, from all sides. It seems like of the village itself. However, with that, you can suddenly see upon the cliff sides that rise maybe some 20 feet around you that ultimately built that waterfall to your northeast. There seems to be movement on the edges of the canopy and the jungle line, and out of those things you suddenly see creatures appear, pushing through the jungle, the foliage, and upon it, whoops, you can see. I just want to make sure that I revealed him.
Ooh.
Large dinosaurs with feathers coming off of them, huge feathered back as well, and a mouth that looks somewhere in between a beak and a maw. And as they approach, you suddenly also see riding on the backs of them, holding the feathers like little stirrups, are frog people. Indeed, multi-hued with flecks of black. They have little short bows that they carry upon their sides as kind of ride along. They seem to be kind of grabbing with their toes in deeper into the plumage of these dinosaurs. As with that call, we'll go roll some initiative.
Nice. Frog
Hey.
people.
Frog people.
Hey,
Hi.
my staff, does it make me roll with advantage already, or do I just need to roll with advantage?
Is it in your inventory?
It is, and it's equipped and attuned.
Okay, then it should do it automatically. Try it out.
Okay. I just didn't want to screw everything up.
Oh man.
It didn't. That's okay.
Hang on 1 second too. So, so Token Attacher, interestingly enough, has a little tiny issue where the things that I have associated with it, I cannot reveal. Wait a second. There we go. Let me try the cool thing. Apparently, it doesn't like when you hide things on the token attacher. Noted. Alrighty, guys. As did everyone else roll initiative already?
My game is paused.
Yeah.
You should still be able to roll.
Oh, I didn't work.
Oh, yeah. I tried to roll again, and it didn't roll. That's weird.
I tried
Well, I
rolling,
mean,
it should
yeah.
be fine.
That initiative.
Yeah, I don't like that I'm going first with a 14. I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
You guys get this. Don't you worry about it.
I was like, oh god, it's so low.
Betty and I.
Just placing all the little guys on here. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all.
Made a roll again for some reason, but that's okay. I'll take a 9. I don't want to go first anyways. Are you trying to do it from your sheet? Marissa, are you...
Oh, if you try
Does
to,
it...
I wonder if you try to
Oh.
roll from the sheet if it's popped out.
Is
and has
that why?
issues with it.
Well, it won't let me roll again from my sheet, but see if you go
I
to
tried
the
to do it
actual
on
combat tracker, does it have the little...
Yeah.
See if it'll let you roll it from there.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool. So for some reason, it doesn't want us to roll from our sheet.
Okay,
That's good
so
to know.
let's hope that this is getting all the low rolls out of our systems now,
That's
and
right.
we'll do really well in our attack rolls and stuff.
This is
saving throws.
it's a warm up fight. It's just bird dinosaurs and frog people. We're fine. This is just a warm up.
You know what? They're all going to get close to us, and then we can just, we don't have to move to go to them, right?
Right.
Think about it
Right.
that way.
They have to get close to us first. They waste their whole turn just dashing towards us, and then we get to kill them.
Exactly.
And they were asking us about our magic and what we were going to do to kill the dragon. Now we could just show them what we're going to do to kill the dragon.
Sometimes showing is better than telling, right?
True.
Alrighty, promise I'm all caught up now. All right. Wait, hold it.
Oh, look at those little guys. They're just little guys.
And Scylla, why do I always forget? Just because it's like so many different versions of summon. Scylla has her own initiative or just goes right after you?
She just goes right after me.
What's your current initiative?
11.
Oh, look at him. Look like he just ate something and it's just all over his face.
They look like little grungs.
They are. Well, the tokens are at least. I don't know if that's what they actually are. They're cute. Look at him with his little skull helmet. Oh, maybe we can
Aw.
befriend the frog people.
Sure, why not?
First things first, Darrow kind of shouts, "Attack!" And then he turns around as he kind of looks upon all of you guys. He seems to kind of like look for the best thing to do with this one. With that one, though, he's going to... Who do you guys think Darrow thinks is the buffest? Or like, not the buffest, but like the best equipped to fight this? Like, Darrow, again, he seems to be kind of a scrawny little guy who is pretty good with crafting and the like. And as he kind of looks between all of you guys, who has some experience with magic, whom do you think he would put his trust in?
You did see Rhodus's big sword.
He was impressed by Rhodus's large tool of death.
You're making it ambiguous, not me.
I said sword.
So Rhodus, and who else?
You conjured that illusion in front of him. I'm sure that they seemed impressed by that.
Down. And you have a dragon. So why not?
And maybe also like his leader person too, if she's gonna be a part of this.
Yes and no. He actually is going to focus on you. As he's going to reach out, as he does, you suddenly see what appear to be these strands of green energy shoot out towards you guys as you feel blessed, incidentally enough, by the magic that shoots forth. And
Memories.
he is going to kind of move over to the corner there, ends his turn. All right, let's see. With that, the thought of, oh, these guys have to dash to come to us. You see, high above that 20-foot cliff, as the thing kind of calls out, kicks up the second set of wings upon its back, and then just with a massive kick, kind of kicks and seems to glide down at the same time. Coming down right next to you, Brissa, as you see those little grung. As of course, those of you that know what grung are, that is what they are called. These little frog people kind of look down upon you. As some spittle seems to come off their amphibian mouths, as this creature is going to try to bite you. The first thing it's going to try to do is, you make the attack. That is going to be a hit. Just because of the way that it essentially happened. So it would just like come in at an angle and then, all right, sure. This is why this is fun. All right, cool. Does nothing. Righty. The guy upon the back is going to then shoot a bow. Actually,
Let him do it. Let him shoot his little bow at us.
is going to shoot the little bow. And with that is going to be a miss on you, Brissa. We'll assume that during the talk you guys had enough time to, chit-chat with them and put on your armor and all this other stuff. All right, is going to hold their action. he's going to make a shot against the guy up there. And that is going to miss. Alrighty, as this jungle elf is going to try to also do some shots, there's going to ready themselves. A lot of stuff happening with that one. Some stuff happening off screen. And that brings us to Yanni.
Let's see. I can't see a damn thing from where I'm at. So having heard noise the other way, I will run over here. I will see all these things and be like, oh, let's try this. And decisions. Yep. I see the little guys have bows out.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, I'll pick on the little guys. Take a shot.
All right, 18 is going to be a hit. As you
I
pierce
assume
into
no.
has the like the ammo kind of sticking out of its shoulder for a second. Is bloody.
I don't see any reason I would have sneak attack here, right?
Nope, not within 5 feet.
Okay. Just double checking. There's actually stuff right now. Nope. I'll just truck back over here to where I felt kind of safe in this corner.
Alrighty.
And that'll be it.
All right. This guy is going to rush over here to try to come to the aid of the queen. This guy's going to shoot, and that kills that elf.
Oh, dang.
That brings us to Brissa. It's your turn.
Alright, I will. So the beast that they're riding still is uninjured?
Yes.
Alright. Then I will.
Oh, wait. Sorry. It is not uninjured. It is still alive, though.
Okay, cool. I will attack it again.
Alrighty, striking into it. Anything fancy?
No.
Alrighty. As you, the first time, stuck it and kept it at a distance, you see it almost kind of like desperately trying to get away as you then just drive it deeper, killing it outright, driving it right through the heart. The other guys are going to make me some dex saving throws, because that's fun. And they both land prone. As they kind of fall to the side of the creature as it collapses down, and its death throes tries to like bite at things, but that is a miss.
Brissa is very excited now, and she will just walk up.
We'll say
Right
that
there.
that the entire area is a little bit of difficult terrain, just to make things a little bit more interesting.
It's fair. Alright, and then I'm always forgetting this. I hold Control to do the bonus action
Shift.
attack?
Should be shift.
Shift. Alright, I will do the bonus action attack against the one Yanni already pelted.
Alrighty, that is going to be another hit. Anything special?
No.
Alrighty, and with that, you drive it through, right into the creature. With that though, okay, go ahead.
And then I will just attack the other one.
Alrighty. Also still alive after that, as you kind of like try to strike into them. Still kicking.
And I'll just point at it and be like, yum yum to Scylla. And then Scylla will go over and bite the frog creature.
Alrighty.
Yum.
And it runs around this way. Gonna make you attack.
Alright. I need to like pull up her sheet too. I always forget that she's a.
You can double click on her.
Oh, I can. It did not go through. It did not. All right, try again.
Don't forget to target the goblin themselves. And with that biting down, though it is a critical, that thing seems to be pretty hardily made. You can see all of these chitinous pieces of armor that it clearly has salvaged from around the jungle. With that, I also need Scylla to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
As she bites into this poisonous creature's skin, she kind of pulls back, and you can already see there's all of this foam starting to form inside of the mouth and around the teeth as she becomes poisoned.
All right, don't touch them. They are poisonous.
She kind of looks at you. Chocolate. And yeah, anything else for Scylla? Is that the end for her turn?
No, yeah, that's the end for her turn. And yeah.
That brings us to this jungle elf, who is going to try to make a long shot. Let's see if that's going to... Actually, no, it's going to also run this way. Right, this guy kills the elf up south as well.
Alright, these guys definitely aren't coming to the dragon with us.
No, they're dead.
And an almost dead elf right there. As you hear these arrows starting to fly in, you hear a couple people scream out in pain already. As with that, that brings us to Lyra.
Okay. The only one I see is this one far away over here. Oh. They're moving that away. Well, this one's like standing on top of the cliff, right? This guy up here.
Yes. They're kind of like just posed to jump down.
I will. X.
Let me see something here. There's an arrow coming at you as you step around the corner.
Oh man.
Was with disadvantage, that is still going to be a hit on you. And I think even if they have something fancy, that's going to be a hit. As that hits you, go ahead. First of all, any reactions?
No, wait.
Okay, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. Alrighty, you feel the poison pulls into your system, and as it does, a familiar tightening of your muscles starts to form. You're pretty sure that they have coated their arrows in petrification poison.
Bruh.
Hi. Okay.
I will use my reaction
Go for it.
to move. I'm sorry, it's been a long time. I think I can move up to my speed, so I think I can make it there. Can I make it there? Yeah, I can just make it there. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Yeah, and I will cast Lesser Restoration and cure the poison.
No, she resisted it.
Oh, I saved.
Oh, just kidding. Never mind.
You good?
I look over. I was gonna do it, and she's fine.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I give you a thumbs up.
Okay. I got nervous. I can't remember how to play this class very well.
Well,
Not this.
now I'm mad, so I'm gonna do the thing that I was gonna do anyways.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna hex the... What's it called? Drome the dinosaur.
Alright.
Then
The dinosaur is hexed.
I will fire off 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Get it. Alright, that's a hit for 19, still kicking. Natty 20 is going to do another. Go ahead and roll me a d6. 21 points of damage, still kicking. D6.
Wouldn't the whatchamacallit hex damage be doubled on the crit?
Yeah, sure. Gonna roll me another D6.
You got it. There's one more, and then another for the last attack, right?
2 was not enough to kill it, and then another 6 piece. Yeah, 13. And with that, as you just oozy that thing, there's a puff of feathers, and you win.
Yeah.
You win D&D.
Do they fall down the cliff? That's what I wanted to happen.
Roll me a D100. Why not?
Oh my
Alrighty.
gosh.
With that, it falls down, but it kind of almost builds a perfect little wall, and the other grung are perfectly away from your sight now. They have like total cover from there.
Oh, well. That's fine. They'll peek their little frog heads up eventually. That's it.
Alrighty, Petrea, meanwhile, is going to... Let's see. Evan is still alive, so she is going to rush over. She begins to rage. And as she's going to strike down upon this thing. Wow, even with advantage, she rolls like absolute shit. She's like, and you see like the leg of the bird dinosaur thing kind of kicks her. She's like, and she kind of hacks off the leg a little bit by accident instead of that. But she has multi-attacks, so she's going to make another sword attack. And with that, it's going to be... Ow! What the hell is with these rolls? That is another miss. As that brings us to this elf over here, who is going to rush over, trying to protect you.
Aw. Don't get shot.
This thing is going to jump up. You see massive wings on the south side. As you hear like a massive screech from one of these creatures, as it is going to jump up on one of the watchtowers, and then jumps down this way. It's going to dash, breaking a little bit of this stuff apart, and ends its turn there. This thing is going to lie down, and this guy dead.
Oh. Do they have like 5 hit points?
Listen,
There's a lot of them.
they're not the heroes of the story.
But this is their home. We just showed up.
It's true.
How have they lived this long?
Right? Surely they're hardier people if they've lived in this jungle for so long. Maybe this is just like their cannon fodder. They sent out the weaklings
say,
first.
Maybe they reproduce extremely fast, and so they raise generations of arrow fodder.
The frog people have been planning this for years.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence.
We just
This
happen
is
to
everything
be
they've
here.
got that they're throwing at us.
This guy had his stuff ready. Another one dies. As you see, like this obsidian dagger fly towards one of the elves, just like trying to put up the spear.
A dagger? He killed him with a dagger? That's a D4.
When all your shit is poisonous. Alright, this one is going to poke back out. Is going to take aim at you. And is going to make a shot.
Me?
Yup, but that is a miss and is going to hide back behind cover.
Sure.
And then Rhodas, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to... I'm going to rage, believe it or not.
Rajay.
Whoa.
I'm going to rage. I am also, at the same time, going to take on my aspect from my new Chimera hide.
Ooh.
I am going to take on the aspect of the goat.
The goat. All right, the
Don't really get-
GOAT has entered. What does the goat do?
If I move 20 feet toward a target and immediately make a melee attack, they have to succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw or fall prone.
What is that? Who's doing the crunchy crunchy? Alex!
I made it.
All right, sounds good. All right, as you watch Rhoda, he suddenly grows these massively sized goat horns upon his head, almost like a little satyr.
You have cool square eyeballs now? Square pupils?
Square? Is that? Oh yeah, that is what they look like. No, I don't like that actually. That makes sense.
Oh,
That
that's
is
the coolest
cool.
part about goats.
I am going to run straight at this frog boy over here. Oh, sorry. Shwoop. This green area around
It's
him.
This currently is difficult terrain, but you have like I think it's like 60
I
feet
have
of movement because you raged.
Okay. And I'm going to immediately make my melee attack. He is already prone, right? Okay. With my
He's gonna
Blade
be
of
so
the
cool. It's gonna be
Gods.
straight up in the air.
first attack with the Blade of the Gods, I am going to make it not reckless because I already have the advantage, but I am going to turn on Great Weapon Master.
I'm excited to see Rhodas just murder this tiny little frog.
And as you strike down, the Blade of the Gods for a natty 20, my friend.
What is going on? We need these for the dragon fight.
And as you strike down, it is less that... Yeah, it's funny that the first strike that you make is against a little lowly frog person. And as you strike down, it's almost like the shock wave. You moving the weapon so quickly almost splits and splatters the frog before the blade even has an opportunity to cut into the flesh. It's
Sonic
like
boom.
a palpable sound wave, kind of kicking back. Dead.
And I'll grin
I
at
know.
Rissa,
I
probably
know.
covered in blood.
I know.
I have a bit more movement. These people up on the top of the hill are like barricading themselves. You said they've like built a wall, or they're behind a wall.
And it'll be kind of hard for you to get up there. It's like a 20-foot rise to get up
Okay.
these things.
All right, then I'm just going to fall back a little bit. I'll be in between Estrella and these other scary gentlemen.
All right,
And that is it.
sounds good. And when ready.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. All right, that brings us to the young elf. They are going to peek around the corner here and they're going to walk back around and then dash to be side by side. The spectator is actually picking them. All right, that brings us to this dinosaur. This one is going to also jump down the cliffside, as it's going to absolutely flutter and then almost kind of glide down upon the rock. As it looks about, it is going to dash forward. Massive legs. The grungs will get some of their held actions. As that kills the elf.
Get out of here, guys. Run away.
Oops, that's not what I want to do. Alright, this one is going to make an attack against that one as well. But I want to roll. You got this. Come on, I believe in you. I'll just roll the Natty 19, and that kills the elf. Alrighty, as this poor elf tried to help you out, it gets also. He's like, I can have. Takes an arrow, Lyra, as you kind of like focusing up on the dinosaur, up on the cliff. The last thing that you saw was like the thing kind of falling over, another one kind of like trying to make a shot to the side. You see suddenly from the east, one of these creatures starting to approach, and it does still have some more movement left. However, this guy used this reaction to make a shot, and with that, let's see here, it is going to come for you. Make it to about right there. Alright, this guy's going to fall back here, ready his action to attack the first thing that is going to come by. Alrighty, with that. Estrella, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. The one that just advanced here, I'm going to reach up. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to reach up, and I'm actually going to there you see like kind of fate strings but with needles kind of like start to weave around it, and it tries to like encircle it and squeeze it as I cast Toll the Dead.
Beautiful. Alrighty, perfect. And with that, and you meant this guy right here, right?
The dragon guy,
Yeah.
or the dinosaur guy.
I got you. Rolls a natural 3 on that save and takes 14 points of necrotic. You can see it like massive claw. Actually, no, it has like the other thing is like now that it's closer, it has like a set of arms that are also feathered as it kind of like scratches at like the little ear hole it must have under all that plumage.
Perfecto. Okay, and then I am gonna scooch myself. I think back around here, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I still don't see any guys in here, so yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty, Roger. It would have been the young elf's turn, but the young elf never got a turn. As Darok screams at the other ones, "Hold the line! Make sure that they can't get too close to the queen!" And with that, he is going to... What will he do? He's going to target the Dino Boy and is going to cast a spell. As you see, a bunch of energy seems to kind of collect up. Indeed, kind of drawing upon that, you see him kind of reach over to some of the embers in a large bonfire that had been kind of collected, where probably different stories and food exchange and whatnot. But as he gathers the energy together, suddenly the fire collects and builds into a spear. As he shoots that forward, it shoots directly into the dinosaur, and with that, with another 17 points of damage, it is starting to look rough, but definitely still kicking, as he's going to start moving back towards the queen. That brings us to this guy, who is going to step around the corner there, still being able to make out Lyra. Going to shoot a bow down at you, and that is going to be a hit on you. Reactions.
Yeah, this time we'll do it. Oh, what a bad roll. Jesus. Okay.
Actually makes the save, so that's half damage for save, right?
Yeah.
All right, takes half of the fire. As let's say, kind of like during that path, everything kind of slows down for you, Lara. And suddenly, there's just like the path of the arrow. It seems to kind of like almost draw itself, a long string behind. As it does, suddenly there's just flame that travels up the path of time that passed, and as it kind of kicks back. Oh shit! Just kidding. That didn't happen. Oh no, it did happen. Okay, you guys are with me.
What happened?
For a second, I was like, wait, is it 55 feet? It is 55 feet. Okay, cool. Takes half damage, and then I need you, after you take 12 points of damage, to make me a concentration
Another
check.
con save? Oh, right.
Con save.
Okay, this one's for the concentration.
Hey, how's it going, BJH? Beautiful.
Okay, that one's fine. This
Easily
one is
maintain
for the
concentration. Yep.
the poison. Oh.
And with that, Lyra, you kind of get hit again, and this time as you feel your muscles once again tense up, you become poisoned and restrained. Estrella, your ability, I believe you have to be able to see the target to use your reaction. Is that right?
It just says when one of your allies takes damage or fails a saving throw, you may use your reaction to move up to your speed and cast a beneficial spell that only targets your imperiled ally.
Awesome. If it doesn't say see, then you should be able to move.
But if I didn't see it happen, I mean, that makes sense.
I'm just restrained at the moment. It's okay.
All right, yes. This time it kind of like starts to pulse into you. The creature.
I'm like, Lyra's got it. I went over there that one time. She was fine.
I gave her a thumbs up.
It's cool. Yeah.
All right. With that, we have another arrow coming in.
For what restraint? Is that the one where I just can't move?
You can't move, and attacks against you have advantage.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not good. All right, that is going to be nat one from
Cover, Lyra, cover.
Rebel Raider. All right, this one, on the other hand, is let's see, who can they see? You, Lyra, but it's fairly far away, so it would be normally with disadvantage, but because you're restrained, it's going to be a straight shot. However, as the arrow sails by, it just barely misses your head, as that is going to be a miss. Let's to the next guy. I think it's going to be essentially a rinse repeat there with some cover. Nah, they would probably go for the elf. All right, that is going to be a shot from them, and that is also a miss. Woo! All right. With that, this boy finally gets his turn and is going to look between the targets that he has. It's going to prioritize one of the elves. And that is going to be a hit. And with that, the elf dies. As another one gets cut down by a different arrow. Yanni, it's your turn. The last thing that you saw was those two, like this dino kind of jump down, get an arrow kind of going into Lyra, and she's starting to get restrained, while the other two were able to take out a couple of the elves. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and get a little bit of a better angle, and I'm going to remember to click all the buttons. Fireball those bastards over there.
Alrighty. Let me check. I don't think you can see the spot that you specifically targeted, but I think you can move it around a little bit, so it'll affect them anyway. Like, I think what you can see with your vision is like that spot
I mean,
right there. Like,
I was clicked on myself, so I don't know. Wherever it needs to be is fine.
It can reach all of them. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter. Already going down the line, we have a fatal. Full damage. Still alive. We have a success. Taking half damage. We have another success. Hey, buddy.
Let's grab the damage for a fifth level spell.
Another
Right.
fail. Another fail. Another success. As you kill one of the riders of the second one, you see one of them is just completely burned off, like immediately slagged down, as the other two dino birds and 3 of the riders continue on.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop out the sword and attack this closest dude, the little guy. It's not. I don't know what it's doing.
It probably is trying to get you to summon it.
So it's popping up a little box.
Yeah, click on that.
That says
thing.
dialogue.
Yeah, clicking on that dancing Kaira one. Try that.
I did. and it didn't do anything.
Okay, in that case, let me see if I can do it. Alrighty. As you know, you kick it over, and the thing kind of gets its life as the Makita starts to dance towards its target. Now the question is, can you still make an attack? You should be able to, but of course not. C, go ahead and make me just that D20 roll. Or do you still have or make a dagger attack?
I can do that. Real. All that for nothing.
All right, as it flies forward, it goes wide. No damage.
Why is it? What the? How did I end up on that? Okay, hold on.
Oh, did it
Wait.
think you were still casting fireball?
I don't know what it thought. I was trying to move, and all of a sudden, I'm creating a template. Okay, that's it.
There's glyphs everywhere now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, with that brings us to this guy who is going to rush forward, tries to make an attack against that Dromasaur, and that is going to be a hit on it. Also doing a very nice amount of damage there. Ends his turn there, however. This guy.
This freaking guy.
This guy is going to make a shot against Yanni. All right, Yanni, that is going to be a hit unless you shield.
Oh, I will absolutely shield as soon as I find it. There it is.
All right, with that, the arrow is turned aside. This freaking guy over there too is going to let's see what targets he has. He's going to hold his action until he gets closer to something. First, that's your turn.
Alright, Brissa will nod to Thylea and be like, get the ones on the cliff, and then she will cast haste on herself. Might be a bad idea, but it's fine. And then, alright, so now I have 60 feet of movement. So I will run out. Run. Oh. And then I will stab the dinosaur. Because I don't want to see what those dinosaurs do.
Alrighty, that's going to be a hit. Anything fancy?
No, nothing fancy with that one.
Alrighty, I think. What's the
So much
language
blood.
on the Pam? I wonder. Hang on one second. I want to check something with Pam because I want to double check with Polearm Master. Does it just when you take the attack action and attack? Okay, so I think haste, the hasted attack does not trigger your Pam. It's just written because you're not taking the attack action, but it gives you another attack action under the haste, right?
Yeah, it does.
Specifically.
Does it say
Yeah,
attack
it-
action, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
action
just-
can be used to only take the attack. One weapon attack only.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, that should still work with Pam. The two grung are absolutely able to make their saves as they kind of dismount at the same time.
That's fine. I will target the one that I can actually reach and hit it with my bonus action attack. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. All right, that is going to be a hit. Anything fancy?
No, I'm good. I'm good for now.
Alrighty, take some damage and kind of takes it like a champ. Almost seems to be kind of like trying to jump out of the as it kind of gets hit on the side, like trying to get the very edge of it. Anything else with your turn, or are you done?
I am done, and then Thylea is going to go up and just breathe fire onto those two grung that are hiding up there.
Right, as Silas starts flying upwards.
Sick. Dracaris.
Yeah, basically. I wanted to say it, but I was like,
It's fine. Why not? All right, flies over. Check on the distance. Yeah, it's all good. And then it's going to breathe some fire. Oh. No, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Do you wanna use the ability so I don't?
sure. Breath weapon. Then, yeah. Die.
Alrighty, as the fire starts to burn around the back of the dinosaur that was felled, those two are going to make some saving throws, and they both make it, but still take half damage.
That's fine.
Hellish Rebuke was so bad. Your freaking dragon did more damage than I did.
Oh, it is a dragon. Alright, that was its full movement to get there, though, so I believe that's at the end of its turn, right?
Yep. See.
Alrighty, that brings us to this boy. This boy is going to also hold their action, so 2 attacks coming in. This boy is going to hold their... Oh, can they target? Nah. Lyra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move my hex to this yellow guy in front of us.
Alright, sounds good. He is hexed.
No, rinse and repeat. Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast! Alright, nice. Natty 20. Wait, oh, but you're poisoned. That's right.
Yeah, but it was still a natty 18, so.
Oh, man, but that breaks my heart. Alright, 16 points of damage. Very nice. You don't... Hold up. Do you have any riders on your Eldritch Blast? I was looking at Agonizing Blast. I mean, Agonizing would be already... No, you don't have Agonizing Blast. No, you don't.
No, I do have Agonizing Blast.
So that's
oh,
baked
wait,
in.
I just
That was
realized.
baked in. That's
Oh,
baked
is
in.
it?
It's in there, yeah. You rolled a 6.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But do you have anything else like Lethargy, blah, 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 anything like that?
No,
Okay.
just Agonizing Blast.
Alright, first one is a hit. Second one is a miss. And third one is a hit. So gonna roll it at 6 plus. Nice! And another hit as the Fate Strings shoot into the creature. That is hit, but not enough to fell it yet.
I can't move, so.
At the
I'll
end
just-
of your turn, go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Just preemptively, I know we can call it out afterwards now, but I am going to use my inspiration for this. So I'll just do it now and roll with advantage.
Sounds good.
Alright.
All right, natural 4, natural 7, with a 4, with an actual 4 on the blessed die. Lyra, as the poison had started to pulse through your system, you felt your muscles starting to spasm up, and you're like, shit, no! And as you kind of like are still in that outstretched position with your hand out, and the last Eldritch Blast shoots from your fingertips, suddenly start to gray and solidify. Lyra becomes petrified. And with that, the first one is gray. Let me get that tent on you too. And that ends Lyra's turn. Right, up next, we have Petrea, who is going to scream a blood-curdling war cry as she starts to rush by. And she is going to just try and throw a spear, or a javelin, I should say, directly at this girl over here. Oh my god! She has exactly as bad of rolls, as that is going to be a miss from her. That brings us to a very dead elf. Brings us to this dinosaur. This dinosaur now is like pushing through buildings as it's going to start to rush up this way. Those two grung on its back, however, I believe have both held their attacks. and are going to make some attacks upon you guys now. With that, the first attack is going to go up against this elf, which is going to be a hit. Guys, you know what I just learned that you can do with dice tray? You can take and hover and like click and drag the die onto the screen and it will roll the die. Try it out really quick.
What?
Yeah, you could drag it, hold it, and drag it onto the screen. It will make the roll.
Check
What?
that out.
Oh man,
pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
Anyways.
Nobody's shocked by the fact that this elf is dead. As that brings us to another dead elf. Oh man, these poor boys. And then a shot towards the elf over yonder by Brissa as well.
It's just shortening the initiative, that's all.
And that's going to be a miss. All right. This thing is going to... yeah, dash just over here past his tree. Kind of kicking onto the top of the canopy. Landing next to this poor unsuspecting fool. And this guy should have done that too, but I forgot. So that is going to be a little bit of an attack against this poor elf as part of this attack, and that is going to be enough to kill this elf as well. As you see this rooster-like claw, but on the dinosaur, kind of kick in and flatten this poor elf, cracking the ribcage, dead. That brings us to this one, and this one is going to nice. Is going to rush up onto this building. And kind of just scream out at all of you. This guy sees the dragon. Oh man, what would this guy think about seeing a dragon flying and then suddenly breathing air upon it? You know what? I'm gonna give it a wisdom saving throw to kind of keep its shit together. Okay. With that, you watch this warrior kind of step forward and jump upwards and try to grapple Scylla. Oh, by the way, first things first, Scylla did get a new save at the end of her turn, so going to give me a new con save for Scylla just to see if she's still poisoned when this happens. All right, she is no longer poisoned, so that's the good news. Let's see. And then I need her to make an athletics or what is that called? Acrobatics check. Your choice.
She doesn't have that in her sheet, so what do you want me to
So
roll?
just a straight strength check or dex check. That's up to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she will do strength.
Oh my god. They both rolled nat 20s, but the frogs was better.
What? How is the frog have more strength?
Proficiency. Jumping upward. Jumps upward and kind of seems to just grapple onto the side of Scylla, starting to writhe it there in midair. And as that happens, I do need Scylla to make me another con saving throw.
I can't see Scylla either.
All right, Scylla is no longer... Oh, but you know what that means? They both become grappled and begin to fall. Well, Scylla is big enough to carry the small creature, so I'm going to say that they don't fall. But we'll get to that. We'll resolve that another way, because I think some of the fly rules in D&D are pretty awful. So what I propose that we do is Scylla is essentially not really in control of her flying anymore, and the Grung is trying to like stab down. So we're going to have like opposed checks as we try to see what happens to Scylla going on from there. Alrighty, up next we have Brodus. What would you like to do?
I would like to unmute, and then I would like to charge.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I would like to charge forward around Petrea and ideally in between Brissa and the dinosaur closest to her. Let's see how far that is.
45. Oh no, yeah, 45. For multiple reasons.
Because
so-
I'm moving through that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to. Yeah, if you measure out from your spot, it's exactly 45. So it's actually 50 feet to even just get there.
That's terrible. What are the rules? Am I able to use my bonus action to rage again to get the bonus movement and just waste a rage, or do I have to be not raging
You have to be
for
not
that
raging.
movement effect?
I had to
take
look
effect?
that up before. I have to not be
Cool.
raging, and then re-rage.
Well, let's see how close I can get.
Don't you have more movement from your goat thing?
Oh yeah, does the goat thing give you extra movement?
It doesn't give me extra movement. It gives me like a bonus for moving toward like a significant distance. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Onto the fire.
Is this fire out?
Yeah, it's out. Derek, I kind of used the energy, let's say, to throw that bolt. I mean, you do have.
I'll take a longbow attack. Yeah.
Well, you have your.
My hammer.
You do have your hammer. A. That's what I was gonna say, and then B. I think. What weapon did you have out last turn? It was your sword. So you have
My
definitely
sword,
your
yeah.
sword out. What I'll allow is like, I mean, you can have like your greatsword off to the side as you then throw your great.
That makes sense. I can throw it. So the short range is 20 feet on it, which is just about like, just about perfect.
Exactly.
Okay, I am going to make my thrown hammer weapon attack, and I'm going to hold on to it, use my charge to follow it on its trajectory at this ugly, feathered, dinosaur-looking man.
Hey,
So here's
don't be that
my-
mean to my poor little chickens.
Sorry, I take it back.
Totally forgot you could do that with
I
your
should
hammer.
turn off Great Weapon Master for this.
Nah.
Would it affect it? I don't know.
Should not, no. But yes, because of math.
Okay. So I have turned it off, targeted, and making my ranged attack with my hammer.
Alrighty, as you're like strike into the side of the thing, and then do you wanna kind of like on the facing sides? Where do you wanna teleport to?
In between, I mean, ideally, yeah, like right here, just in
Alright.
between percent.
All right, so that was your attack and bonus action. Now, if you want to let go of your hammer and then swing with
Drop
the
it.
sword after that, you could do that. It would just drop
Okay,
the hammer
I-
right there.
Yeah, I'll drop my hammer and make my extra attack with my Blade of the Gods.
Is it an extra? I don't know if you want to or not, but is it an extra bonus action or whatever to do the thunder wavy thing that you can do? Would that count for the hammer?
Yeah, it was a thrown attack, so you could do that.
But that would move them away from you. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. Also, I don't know like how
Yeah.
this may not be our only battle today.
Yeah. Well, I'm a statue, so.
That's true. That's true. Okay,
All
you got
stops.
a point. Here's my blade attack.
You guys can go
forward.
without
Is
me. I
18
won't
enough?
be upset.
Oh boy. Okay. With that is going to be another hit, and
Nice.
as you cleave into that thing, you absolutely cut it in half.
Amazing.
This guy is going to also make me a little dex saving throw, and also falls prone, kind of in
Nice.
between the two creatures.
What a dummy. What a stupid frog.
Kind of stuck in there. Tries to claw itself out of there. Let me do one more thing over here to make sure that all is the way that it's supposed to. And difficult terrain. And this boy should have been very dead, so we mark him dead, and that brings us to Astrea.
Yeah, okay, so the line of sight thing on this is really cool, but I every single thing you guys just did, I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
So remember,
So I have no way to
always-
plan.
You can always click away from your token. I have given you guys shared vision across tokens so that you can always click away from your token, then you see the entire battlefield.
Or press tab, you can cycle through.
Sure. I'm clicking on the map everywhere but my token.
It doesn't really. Oh,
Mhm.
MRSA. Oh my God. Top right. Let's go to the settings really quick because that's something that you can
Okay.
by yourself. Top right.
Let's
there's
do that.
The M% sign on the far top right. This little silver symbol. Click on that. And then
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The little ampersand, the and symbol
and
at the
symbol
top.
from D&D. The and symbol.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And click on that, and then there's a whole long list of random stuff. Click on Configure Settings.
Okay.
And to configure settings, go to Core Settings.
It's at the
Core
top.
settings?
It's at the top of the pop out.
Okay. Yep.
And then you'll see a bunch of options there. Unclick a couple, or click on left click to release objects.
Okay.
And I would also turn off Pan to Token Speaker.
Okay.
And yeah, those ones for sure. I would also probably drop performance to medium or something like that if your computer has a problem with it. If it doesn't have a problem with it, keep it at maximum. And now save it, close it, and now when you click
Okay.
away from your token, you should be able to see everything that
Great.
everyone else sees.
No, I can totally. Now I know what's going on. That's helpful. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna peek out.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Yep. I'm just gonna do some measuring. Bear with me, guys. I didn't do this before. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Um. Um. Okay. I see Lyra, but I don't think there's anything I can do for Lyra right
She's
now.
fine.
Yeah, and you're stoned, so you're not gonna die. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna also you're gonna see the fate strings. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this gentleman here.
Already.
It can be like the statue for the village now.
Perfect. Just make
We'll
sure
mount
that-
you to the front of the Ultros.
Yeah, just make sure nobody kills, destroys the
Yes.
statue. And you're,
Please put me on the front of the Ultros like a mermaid statue.
oh shit, natty 20. They're just
Oh
crazy
my
today.
god.
Okay, that's it.
A lot of cons.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Of course, too.
That's not it. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scooch right back here behind this thing.
I'm just gonna go
Wait,
ahead and
5, 10,
move.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, exactly right.
All right, Derek is going to rush forward and say, "Stay behind me, Queen! You cannot be killed." Kind of looks towards Lyra though, and doesn't have anything to help her with. Oh boy, he is going to mark the dinosaur over there, and then.
To be fair, I couldn't fly today, so my statue is probably like sobbing. Just sad statue.
Sad statue. Actually, he's going to cast. Nope, he's not going to. He's going to cast another one of these. This time, drawing kind of from the energy Yanni that you have going on with your shield around. He seems to kind of just drawing onto that. Sorry, just butter.
Yeah, I did that.
And shoots it forward towards the creature for a natural one. And then kind of positions himself in front of the queen. That is going to bring us to this little asshole who is going to step around the corner there, is going to look down and aim at Brissa. Alright, Brissa, that is going to be a miss as you feel a ping of an arrow bouncing off of your armor from up high. It's back around. That is going to bring us to this guy who is going to... Oh yeah, this guy got killed, right? This guy's going to target Rhoda since you just killed another one of his buddies and is going to miss you with that shot. Alright. Brings us to this boy who is going to also
Really
shoot
not in
at
the mood to be petrified, so.
Rhodas. That is going to be a hit on you. Go ahead and make me a con saving throw, please. as you take a little bit of piercing and a little bit of poison.
Constitution save.
Alrighty. Anything
If that's not
special?
enough, I will use my inspiration to reroll.
Alright, that is not enough.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration. Here's my... Nice, much better.
Alrighty, with that, you kind of look over your shoulder and you see Lyra kind of petrified as you suddenly hear the sweet voice of the Fates once more and just say, "Not today." As you are able to break out of the restraining effect.
Amazing.
Wow. Must be nice.
You know, when you do the tribute, when you give to the Fates, the Lotus Queen, that's what you get.
You know, your entire life. It's cool.
All right, this one is going to, let's see here. Move over here and shoot Bristle with an arrow. That is going to be a hit on you, Bristle. All right, go ahead and please make me a... So first, make me a concentration check, and then we'll do the con save for the poison.
Oh boy.
Hey!
God.
Beautiful. Haste stays up. You take 15 points of damage, and then go and roll
Oh
me
my
your
God.
save for the petrification effect. All right, and with that, you're able to resist it. Plus, oh no, that's monks. Wait. Are paladins immune to poison?
Immune to disease.
Okay. Then that brings us to Yanni.
Find the bitches. Let's start off with the Makita attack. I guess I'll just use the dagger.
Yeah, I'll drop in another short sword for you.
Okay.
All right, go and roll me a d6 for the damage, though. I think it's a d6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, so a little bit higher. Very nice. That is going to bring us to 9 points of slashing damage. Let me drop in that sword into your inventory, and then it's going to be 9 damage. And that was on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Barely hangs on to the edge there. It kind of cuts through. It's like you see the guts kind of starting to spill out, but it's still standing.
Somebody finish it! I'm going to kind of lather, rinse, repeat from the last one. Try and take those people out. Damn, that's a lot of low
Are you
numbers.
sure? I will say this because you had done that over there.
Oh, yeah.
You roll me a
It's
D100
just one
house.
Yanni.
It's just
Yanni,
one
roll me a
building.
D100 for the last house.
It's just one shack.
As the house kind of exploded outward and is completely on fire over there, you look over towards this house and you're not sure if there are people.
Can you careful spell the house?
I don't think it works quite that way.
I know.
It says creatures.
Can you careful spell the
Yeah.
Schrodinger people inside the house?
Yeah, let's retcon that. I wasn't thinking about those squares being houses. Thank you.
It's easy to forget. I almost did too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, there's a little elf girl with red hair and green eyes.
I was just imagining them as like little like pavilions with like needle tops, you know.
Like little gazebos.
Yeah.
These frogs are gonna kill all these people when we leave anyways. A
I mean,
dagger
they've already
throw.
killed most of them.
I know.
the
As
warriors.
soon as we're gone,
Yeah.
just everyone
I was
dead.
thinking like, how are we going to use these people to fight the dragon? But we're not going to have you.
Right, remember when
Yeah, I
we were
mean,
like,
seriously,
you guys
David, if
need
you
the
didn't want to give them
strategy,
to us to fight the dragon, why'd you offer it?
remember when they were gonna
There's a lot
distract
of
the
plans
frogs
that I
and
had.
I guess they meant
A lot of plans that I
suicide,
had
I
that
guess.
get completely changed, and that's fine. And then I rolled for some things behind the screen, and that was fine. That's just what happened.
Their frog distraction would have lasted all of 5 seconds. The frogs would just annihilate them and then just come straight for us.
Alright, I don't have don't have AoE spell that's not gonna cause problems. I didn't dare.
And you marked that
Snap
spell slot back,
static.
right? I just want to
I
make sure
did,
that you
yes.
still have it. Okay, cool.
Thank you. Shit. All right. In that case, sorry, doing math.
You could drop the fireball over here a little bit. There is a pit that you see over there that you can't really see inside, but you could probably kind of like mark it so that it hits whatever's in that pit
Yeah.
on them.
Then I'm burning their bridge, and I don't like to burn bridges.
Ah.
Actually, that's not at all true. Yanni's kind of a fuck all. No, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my targeting. Give me a second.
Okay.
Two. Oh, okay. Still can't see if there's anybody on top of that one or not.
There are 2 on top of that.
Okay. But I need to be able to see them, so it's okay. I'll do those 3, and I will cast this at level 1. Really? Because I can upcast it. Sorry, it's being contrary. I'm upcasting blindness
Okay.
at level 4,
Okay.
but it's not letting me target all 3 of them. So I would also like to target these 2.
So yeah. 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Alrighty. And you choose blindness, right?
Yes.
Alright, this one's kind of bugged, so let me drop that guy down again. Oh, like super bugged. Okay, I'll just keep track of that one separately. And that is going to be a fail for this guy, so he's going to be blind. Oh, that's why. Hang on. The last one that was somehow still connected.
Is it because this is all a dream and we can't target dreams with blind?
Exactly.
We're still hallucinating from the Horn of Palmetria.
All right, there we go. All right. So this guy is blinded, and of course I had just removed that from the hotbar. Back to blind. All right, blind on for that one. The other one saves, and last guy. Ooh, barely fails.
Alright. Everybody's blind.
Everybody was kung fu blinding. What does it look like when Yanni casts that spell?
Just little wisps of shadow shoot out his hand as he gestures at each of them, and literally like attack their eyes. And the one guy manages to bat him away, I guess, or whatever. And the others now just have these globes of shadow glued to their eyeballs.
That's awesome. Lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Save at the end of the turn. Awesome. Anything else?
Nope. I don't think I have anything else I can do.
All right, sounds good. That brings us to this Grung, who is going to step forward to you, Brissa, and is going to suddenly just go, and you see its lower throat just starting to distend and extend outwards. And with that, it's a weird effect as this chur seems to kind of like go through. I do need a couple of you guys to make me some saves. We're gonna check on the range for that. It is going to be 50 feet. Okay. So, Rhodas, Rissa, only you two are affected. Both of you guys go ahead and please make me a wisdom saving throw.
That is my worst.
We're all so bad at those.
Hey,
Ooh, I rolled good.
Oh god. Come on.
And you get Brissa's aura too if you need it.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Alright.
And with that, though, it's like you kind of have to almost hold your hands to your ears for a second. It gets extremely loud. You think you probably almost became stunned. But then it will try to still stab. And that's enough.
Well, you know, that's not gonna work. Might as well stab him.
Hey, my cool throat thing didn't work. I'm just gonna stab.
Alright. We'll say it's kind of shooting in the direction of where you were, Yanni, but that's going to be Derek, and is going to make a shot. And that is going to miss Derek. Tries to make the con save at the end of its turn again. Still remains behind. Alrighty. Up next we have Brissa. What would you like to do?
Rissa is very upset that her dragon is being controlled and that this guy just tried to burp on her. You know, she's not really entirely sure.
It's a chur, okay? It's a chur. Tried to chur.
So she is just going to try and stab it. Oh god, I don't do that once.
Jesus.
Alright, she will try and stab it again with her bonus action attack. All right.
Alright, that is going to be a hit.
I
Whoops.
will fancy that one.
Go for it. You targeted the flying sword.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. Go ahead and fancy.
Alright, there we go.
Alrighty, for 30 points of damage, the thing that was a 1 HP is obliterated as you're just like explodes out. It's gone.
Sometimes you have to go overkill. That's
It tried to burp on you.
It tried to burp on me.
It's-
Like, that is just disgusting.
Yep, that's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Alright, and then is it like difficult terrain to get like
Yeah,
right
it's an
here?
extra 5 feet, essentially, to,
Oh,
to kind of jump up on this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
And then
you're
I
hasted, so it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I am hasted, so I get even 2 more attacks.
Oh yeah.
Alright, then I will do my 2 attacks on this guy.
Alrighty. And being blinded, of course, that's what Damon's counting on. Advantage on the attack. Anything fancy with that?
I feel like I don't need it, but I really want to do it.
Hey, remember,
Like-
we have to go for max HP. I don't know. So 47 is the max HP currently, right? Well, but that doesn't count the fireball. I think the fireball probably did a little bit more damage. That was
No, the fireball sucked.
it was 3 successes and 1 fail. So you do the math, and then roll that again.
Wow.
So it was like
18, 58,
105 or
59 points of damage. So that did beat Rhodus' Great Weapon Master crit. This one is absolutely
Shut up.
annihilated.
Alright, and so that was what? 25. I could go back down. Is this wall not scalable at all?
It's not easily scalable, right? So it's climbing speed essentially, but you know, if anything happens to you, you might fall off or something like that. You technically would want like climbing gear in a better situation, but you can try to scale it if you.
Yeah, this is not a great climber. She's not a great climber. She would just head right back down, so that would be 50.
You got
And,
this, Thylea.
She's got it, it's fine, and then we head back right down there. And then that will be her turn.
You can use your haste action to dash,
No,
right?
she made that haste action attack.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh,
You did.
Wait.
That last
yeah,
one
yeah,
was
yeah,
was
yeah,
another
yeah.
Dorota, like a full attack, not just a.
oh, I missed the miss. Never mind.
so yeah. I'm good. Wait,
No, because you get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. She had a nat 1, then she made a second attack, and then she made a third attack. And she
Right.
has
One of
extra
those was the
attack.
bonus action pole arm.
yeah, one of them was
Was
my
it?
bonus action.
Okay, then
yeah.
yeah, you can dash. I Could have sworn those were.
Yeah, my
The one after the miss was the bonus action.
Yeah.
No, that's a D8.
Yeah.
that was
Oh, it's a
1d4.
D4. I see it now. Oh, it's the radiant extra damage. There's
Then
just
yes,
so much
I will.
damage in Brissa's attack nowadays. It's hard to track.
I will run over to these creatures.
Their Sentinel dagger attack kicks in. I'm just kidding.
And Silas still gets to do stuff, right?
I mean, we're about to find out what David has in plan for Sila.
Alrighty, that brings us to Scylla then. As Scylla is going to, let's see here. Well, what is Scylla going to do? With this, go ahead and make me an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Sila would try and like fly as high as she can and just drop this ground.
Okay, go for it.
Oy.
Oh boy. With that,
Yeah,
she tries to like fly up, but the thing kind of just grabs onto it and kind of forces it shut. As that happens, two things are going to happen. Both of them are going to fall down to the ground there. So I need her to make another acrobatics check to avoid landing prone. All right. Not a strength saving throw, dex saving throw. So +4. What's your dex? 5. Okay, cool. So that should have been. Oh, that's actually higher. So it should be a 22. Wonderful. You and the thing kind of lands pretty solidly on there, as both of you guys take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And it is and Scylla technically is still grappled.
Okay.
And that was her action, trying to like essentially break free and drop the thing down. Alrighty. That brings us to this grung. This grung is going to, let's see here. Who's still in range with this? Let me change something on the walls too to make it a little bit easier for everyone. Going to shoot Rodus. Rodus, I'm going to give you still half cover because technically the carcass is right there.
Perfect.
So with that, it is going to pew pew at you, and that pew pew is going to be a hit. Go ahead and make me a con saving throw as you take a little bit of damage there.
Am I still within aura?
No, I don't think so. You're 15 feet. Is that still within aura? I thought it was 10.
It is 10.
Okay, cool.
It is 10.
Wonderful. Constitution?
Constitution. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You got this.
No worries.
Alrighty, as that ends its turn. Lyra, I'm sorry.
Every
Still
time you look, it's a
intimidates.
different pose.
Yeah.
somehow.
Ah, beautiful. Alright, she is going to keep rushing, and she will make an attack. Alright, first attack. Come on, Jesus Christ. Natural 1 and a hit. Well, that's nice at least.
These guys, I don't know how they've survived so long. Honestly, you just need to go.
They didn't
Yeah, these
quest as
frogs
much as you guys
should have
did.
killed him a long time ago, man.
Yeah. We should have never ended up here. They should have been wiped off this island.
Alright, this thing is going to try to claw at you, Brissa. First claw attack is going to be a miss. Second claw attack is a miss. And finally, the bite attack is going to be a hit. I need you to make me a con saving throw, please.
Oh boy, alright. Come on, sweet baby Jesus. Alright, I'm going to use my inspiration to... If that's a failure, we're allowed to know if that's a failure, right?
That is a failure, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration.
And don't forget
then.
to add a d4. Oh, well, yeah, you can just reroll. Yep. Duh. Here.
Oh my goodness.
All right. A 15, on the other hand, is a success, as you're able to. As this thing bites down upon you, that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage. Oh, by the way, please make me a con saving throw to maintain concentration as well.
No, I'd be so sad if this fails.
Alrighty,
Ah,
with that, that's plenty to maintain your concentration on the haste. That brings us to the end of the dinosaur's turn, though, as this one is going to jump down. You got your reaction back, right?
I do have my reaction back.
Okay, it's not smart enough, so it's going to rush over here. Go ahead and make your attack. All right, that is another hit. Anything fancy?
Yeah, she doesn't really want to be bit again, and so she just wants this thing to go away. It's fine. Yeah, God.
Nice. Alrighty, for 27 points of damage, not enough to kill it.
Enough to make it rethink its life choices.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, that brings us to the grung next to Sila, which is going to, now that it actually is this close, going to try some stuff. First attack is going to be a miss. Second attack is going to be a hit. Sila takes 14 points of damage and needs to make a con saving throw. Actually, technically, she should have made a con saving throw before that, but just make the con saving throw.
Oh,
And with that, Sila becomes poisoned.
does Sila get a fate inspiration?
She does not get a fate inspiration. However, she is also no longer grappled because of 2 attacks. So that's the good news. Rodus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Is this some sort of pit with bamboo over it?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be possible for me to grapple one of these things and like throw it in this pit?
Easy. That's your whole
Hell
class,
yeah.
my man.
Okay. So I am going to. Let's see. Can I get to the further one? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to try to pull the furthest dinosaur. The one, oh, actually, that one's near death. I'll try to do this one that's just barely injured.
Okay.
Next to me. So this would be.
So that's the Herculean, right? The bonus action.
Yep, my bonus action, grapple attempt, opposing strength check.
Beautiful, as you like, it kind of tries to snap at Brissa, and the thing that you saw, like Brissa, like you see that kind of go in as she's trying to resist, the poisonous effect. You just grab it by the little grundle there, and you just start to like pull it backwards.
And I will just sort of like try to kick this grain aside and toss it into the pit. So I guess I'll just like move back here.
Right, now this is going to be interesting. So let's see here. Move there, so there's 20 feet, and then you can move like another 10 feet. As you drag it over here, I will say that, yeah, Brissa kind of makes the way and stuff like that. It is grappled by you, but it is not in the pit yet.
Yeah, I can't move it far enough with the rest of my movement, you're saying?
However, well, actually, because you can bonus action grapple. Yeah, it gets to make one more saving throw because it is, an environmental hazard. But go ahead and make your athletics check, trying to like force it in there. I'll say that that's the DC it needs to meet. And with that, dinosaur and grung. You watch Brissa as Rodus just takes the thing that just bit you, dragging it backwards. There is going to be a bite attack from this one, but we'll get there in a second. As these three all kind of fall down into the pit below.
Amazing.
Nice. You know what, Rodus? I'll give you the inspiration for that one. That was
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
It was nice.
And wow, there's that natural 20 that I needed. As only the first guy actually lands prone in there, but they all take some damage. As the pit is about 20 feet deep, it looks like.
Okay. Well, we'll see if these dinosaurs can fly.
They can. You've seen them fly.
Okay.
Well, they
They like
jumped.
glided down.
Yeah.
It was like watching a chicken fly.
Yeah, it's like a chicken bird can't really like go up too high, right? Like,
Can a chicken fly 20 feet vertically? I don't know.
no, not really.
It's a
As I
chicken.
would
This
have your
thing,
chicken.
this is like 25 times the volume of a chicken.
All right.
I'll have you know, David, that
Yes.
chickens are descendants of dinosaurs.
I know. Where do you think? I got so excited, but I was like, wait a second. What if cockatrice were trees? God damn it. Are big dinosaurs. Anyway, Rotus. First things first. You're going to get an attack of opportunity by the big nom-nom creature, and that is going to be a miss on you. With that, hang on before you pass turn.
Oh, sorry.
Because the only thing that I was thinking is, okay, to walk through this again, that was your full movement because you're raging. You used your bonus action to draw it back, and I'll say that was a shove action to try to get it down, so you have another action technically left.
I used my bonus action and my action, but I...
You used one of your bit attacks, so you have extra attack for, yeah.
Does
6
my
levels.
bonus action attack count for being able to make an extra attack off of? Isn't there like a prerequisite of like you have to make a normal attack?
So you can trade one of your attacks for a shove action. That's what I essentially
okay.
set you
Got
down
it.
with pushing the chicken down. Do you have one more attack if you... Oh, fuck, but you don't have...
I'm not in range of anything or any movement.
JK.
Cool.
I was trying to give it to you. I'll tell you
I
what,
appreciate you.
if you wanted to, you can hack the chicken on the way down. Kind of give it like one good.
Yeah, I'll get one hack on.
Yeah. Kill it as it falls.
Stay down.
Surely these poison dart frogs can't jump.
I'm just
And
gonna
they
make
have to
it
take one of its wings off to keep it from flying out.
a regular Blade of the Gods attack.
Alrighty. An 18 certainly would have been a hit for 19 points of slashing damage, and that indeed was enough, as we'll say, it buried that kind of more yellowish golden looking frog person underneath it, and the other one landed on top. But it's completely blind. Somehow makes it.
Oh yeah, they're
Standing
still
up
blind.
straight. Blind. Alrighty, that I believe will be the end for Rhodas. Estrella, it is your turn.
Hey, Estrella's gonna move. Mm,
What pose am I in? It's like a Vogue.
Vogue. Okay. The fate strings come about again as this time... Hang on one second. Hold shift and click that spell again while holding shift. I'll switch it around for you because more often than not you will target something that already took damage. I just want to make sure that you roll the d12 for it instead. It is still the d8. Just roll me, what is it now, 3? Yeah, roll me 3d8.
12.
It's simpler. Oh,
12.
3d12.
12.
So that's the whole problem I'm trying to sidestep.
Let's say
Jesus Christ, that's hilarious. Alrighty, with that is going to be 18 points of necrotic damage on Big Boy, and Big Boy lives. As the fate strings once again try to squeeze the rabbit. You see, kind of like, it's like, have you had those squish toys where you just kind of push it a little too hard and it's like, the eyes kind of come out of it a little bit? That's what's happening to the grub for half a second. Alrighty, nothing is a bonus. Derek is going to... what is he going to do? He's going to very worriedly look towards Lyra one more time, but can't do much about that. Is going to step forward there. He's going to point downwards as he gathers some of the energy from Hubris as you feel like this light green, almost yellowish energy pull off of you and into his hand, and he directs it downward. As that is going to be another pew pew from him at the one that is blinded, and the one that is blinded does take the damage. and is still alive after that, sadly. He just doesn't want to end the blast on you guys. This top guy starts to run.
Yeah, I forgot he was up there. He's gonna come back and slaughter these people after we leave.
All right, this guy's going to get back up. And
He's
then
gonna run off and tell the dragon about us. That's what you do. He's screwed.
Maybe the dragon doesn't speak frog.
Right, it's going to try to make it a maneuver. Let's see if they pass. They do. And as their action to just jump up, kind of clamber onto the edge and starts to climb up and kind of roll over the side there. However, I will rule that was their action to get to right here.
I would have pretended I was dead if I was him.
Right?
You watch this one just like kind of kick the side of the Dromaeosaurus. It's like it starts to kind of like apparently want to start to move away. Is going to, however, target Brissa with an arrow shot before leaving. Oh man, Brissa, that's going to be another hit. Go ahead and make me a. So let's make this is going to be 12 points of damage. Make me the concentration check first, and then we'll do the poison check. All right, maintain concentration. Now poison.
We gotta do these the other way around.
Yeah.
Alrighty, with that, Brissa, you.
Are you out of inspiration?
I am.
Sure is. She used it last time.
Can I give her my inspiration?
I got it next round because I can just lay on hands, cures poison.
Okay.
All right, you become restrained. With that, that is the end of their turn. Yanni, it's yours.
It's my turn. Let's see. I'll just shoot the one closest.
As it turns out, Derek is not a friend. No, just kidding. Go ahead and roll me sneak attack too. Nice.
Wow.
All right, another 13 points of damage. Didn't have to even use a resource for it.
No. Oh, and then this guy can move to there. And attack.
Another hit, still standing though.
It's okay. That's all.
Oh,
I
you
got.
know what I was wondering? Double click. Oh, that's what it is. Double click on the sword itself, and then you can make the attack from the sword. That's how it works.
Oh,
It
okay.
has like a character sheet.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering how I had set that up. All right, it's gonna try
It's
the
stronger
same
than
thing,
I am.
but it's gonna give it. I'm gonna give it disadvantage. It does clamber up, but in a very unfavorable position, and tries to make that save. Still blinded. Brissa, you are restrained, which means, of course, you have disadvantage on attacks, and all attacks against you have advantage. What would you like to do?
I'm just. So I'm going to use my lay on hands. Does it still also heal me if I'm doing 5 hit points to cure the poison? Okay, yeah, well, I will cure the poison on my my normal action. So I still have my haste action. I will attack the one that is right next to me.
All right, a 32 certainly will hit. Anything fancy with that?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty, let me check something really quick. You're trying to target the one that is essentially right there. That is too far away. I'll say that could have hit this guy though.
No, it was this one right here. That was...
Oh shit! Okay. That is going to be a hit, and as you pierce through that one with double advantage, almost because it was both blinded and had the guiding bolt effect upon it, you end that one.
Sorry, I just changed my targeting really fast because I was going to move over here and use my bonus action attack against this one. That is why it did that. And then yeah, bonus action attack this one.
All right, whack it across the face. Anything fancy?
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it because I don't know if this one is going to be dead or not. If I don't, yeah, second level.
Alrighty, for 25, you absolutely, again, striking into it. There's just a moment of a roaring dragon going over your shoulder. And it seems to kind of tear into the side of the grog. The first time, that seems to have been kind of like in conjunction with the Divine Smite, as the grog just falls backwards.
Cool. And then I will run 40 feet this way and be like, you got the last of Erodus! Towards my dragon.
Right, sounds good. And when ready.
And then Scylla will just bite the next one.
Alright. Go ahead and make the bite attack. Don't forget to target.
Yes, yeah. Targeting first, and then bite.
And that is going to be a miss.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least you don't have to save versus poison, right?
That is fair.
Hey.
Well, I get a save at the end, right? For
Yes, sir.
Alright. Yeah, and that's all Silas going to do.
Alright, con saving throw, and then
Oh no.
remains.
Well, this is just the normal poison. This
yeah,
isn't
that's
the-
the normal poison. Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
That
right,
is-
right,
that is
right,
the
right,
save.
right.
I don't really have to worry about this much. This stuff. All right, this guy is going to also use this weird noise. With that, I do need Rhodus and Petrea to make me wisdom saving throws.
No.
You can always choose to fail.
It's true.
Did you say Estrella?
Not bad.
No, Estrella's good.
No, it's only 15 feet, right?
And you're able to save against it, as then it angrily is going to try to shoot you.
Okay.
6 for 6 on saves tonight.
That's nuts.
Oh.
That's amazing.
What about useless village chief though? Does she save?
She also saved. She rolled a nat 20. On the fucking save against the tree. Rhodus, you are, however, hit by an arrow. This one seems to kind of just hit you right on the bone. It seems to kind of cut your cheek open a little bit. It was a nat 20. Go ahead and roll me a con saving throw, please. 7 for 7, come on.
Yeah.
7 for 7. You are able to resist the effect. Very nice. All right, cool. That is going to end its turn there, though, and that brings us to Petrified Lara. Vogue, what position does the Vogue?
I don't. She's like, blowing a kiss.
All right, cool. That brings us to Petrea. Petrea is going to rush forward angrily, and let's see. I'll just roll random for that one. Is going to attack the top right guy. First attack. Come on, give her some good rolls. Just a couple. Nope, absolutely the fuck not. Of course not. Why would give her a good roll? That would be absurd. There we go. There's that natural 20 I was going for. Strikes at it and kills it.
Maybe we'll take over this village. Remember when we were talking about wanting an island?
This is our island now.
And with that, the thing is going to start taking off. First things first, Petrea is going to get that attack of opportunity. And hits, and kills the thing.
Whoa.
As the thing, she kind of hamstrings it, and then throws the sword afterwards. As kind of just lands in the forehead. We'll say that this guy is going to have to make a dex saving throw. And lands prone right there. Alright, this guy is going to keep laying down on poor Scylla. First attack is going to be a miss, and second attack is going to be a hit. Scylla is already poisoned, so doesn't have to make an extra attack. But then here's you, Percent. It jumps upwards. Scylla gets an attack of opportunity.
Alright.
And sadly, that is going to be a miss as this thing drops the daggers on the way up and just kind of attaches itself to the side of that wall. Is 15 feet up that cliffside now. Next, we have Rodus.
Chop him up. Frog legs. You hungry?
Critical hit Brissa statue. Just single hit kill.
Frog legs, your Kentucky's showing, dude.
Frog legs are gross. To be honest.
I'm just gonna try to hack through these final boys to avenge the fallen elves.
Get it.
Here's my Blade of the Gods attack.
Alrighty, strike down, and that absolutely is going to cut this frog in half. Maybe you're not even used to the sword, and you cut through like 4 of the logs that make up this bridge into the ground. And something like,
And then I will step forward and try to end this dinosaur.
The dinosaur is dead. Gone.
Oh, sorry.
So you could have gone over there with 10 feet of movement from like right there,
Yes.
so you have another 30 feet from that position.
We still have some guys on the top of the hill. Okay, then I'll use the remainder of my movement to move, as far back as I can. I think 30 feet.
Alrighty, it's started to rush that way.
Yep, that's it.
Alright. That brings us to Estrella.
Right. So, I can't see anything right now, so I'm just gonna kind of like walk forward towards Lyra.
As you step
To
there,
try to.
if you maybe step a little bit more, I mean, yeah, you were saying, sorry.
Okay. On my map I still can't see anything. So I don't know. I just come here and try to like help her. I guess I just like examine her to see if she's okay. Or maybe
Go ahead.
Is there one more guy down here on this little bridge?
No, he's dead.
Yeah. He's dead. Okay. Well, I guess I can't see anything else, so I'm just gonna look at Lyra. It's a cute pose that she's doing.
Now it's like a.
And that's great.
Aw,
I think it's the only one that can take care of her
That's
problem,
right. I didn't. Yep.
Boy.
I mimic her pose. And I give her a wink.
Alrighty, that brings us to Daruk, who's going to rush forward, trying to see what's happening there, is going to cast yet another guiding bolt, this time drawing on... He just kind of taps you on the shoulder, Rodus, and suddenly you see some of the golden light fade away from your veins and into his arm as he flings it towards the warrior. Alright, that's going to be... There's going to be a hit, and quite a bit of damage. Not enough to kill him, though. However, with that, he seems to kind of glow in that same golden glow as before. He keeps running. And that brings us to you.
Oh, there he is. 47 feet. Cool.
All right, natty 20. Go ahead and
Wow.
roll me that sneak attack because you have advantage on the attack.
And I guess I'll roll it twice.
Alrighty, for another 21 points of damage. Yanni, how do you want to do this?
I shoot him right through the base of the neck, and it kind of comes through his mouth and pins him to the wall for a second before we realize it's just an arrow. It can't hold him up, and it snaps and he falls.
Roger, roger. All right, with that, we'll actually come out of combat there for a second. As you guys look around, dinosaur and frog people alike lay absolutely brutalized about you, but so do many of the villagers. As after a couple moments, the poison seems to wear off on Thylea. You guys look around, and there's just mayhem. A furious Petrea steps forward and goes, "God damn it! No! Damn it! She must have seen us take you in. Shit! No!" And she kind of.
Did any of them get away?
Yes.
So this is my new post.
Malaka.
Is this the kind of mind control you were speaking of?
Yes. Like I had said, the frog people worship them. But the beasts of the jungle, they do more. Or less. Shit. But that means at least some of the most capable warriors of the frogs are now fought and defeated. The assault upon the lair will be easier now.
See too many dead elves. Your people can't. You can't lose this many. You can't lose more. You have to. If she knows we're coming, she's just gonna slaughter all of us, or all of as many as she can. If your people come with us, more are gonna die.
She kind of looks over to Daruk. He gives her a nod. We have caves that we can go to flee. Kind of nods towards the waterfall and a little pathway that seems to exist on the north side. I will send the rest of the villagers, the elderly, the children away. They will wait this out or become her vassals forever. It's the two choices we have now. Daruk, you come with me. He bows. I would be happy to. But then he kind of steps forward towards Lyra. Just puts like a hand's cheek. I'm so sorry. I have nothing I can do to help her with this.
I think Estrella can get her sorted. Maybe not till tomorrow, but
We sleep, I can help her.
Well, might have to stay in the jungle for a while, but maybe that's possible. Send everyone else away, and we start to crouch upon this place. There is another that washed up on the shore a long time ago. We were going to ask them for help. The coming attack.
Another person, you mean? Or like a statue? Or like, what do you mean?
Another person, yes. They are a bit of a hermit. They haven't agreed to live in the village. They like to hunt on their own. They are no friend of the dragon. I'm worried that if we delay for too long, we may not be able to strike when the dragon is the weakest.
Do you think that we could still wait until the morning until Estrella can help our comrade?
That is up to you.
I'm just gonna look at the statue of Lyra in the eyes, like really intently, like it's gonna blink or something. Like, are you faking this?
See no reaction from the statue.
I think it's best that we wait. Lyra is one of the most powerful of us.
Aw. I'm dead. I can't hear you.
Now you see.
Second only to me.
You guys.
Wow. You all seem to have some issues you might want to work out. I don't know. I'm just call it intuition.
As we go see this hermit, right, and maybe we make camp with them, right? So as we convince them, and then we head off to the lair, and we camp, somewhere safe that is near there, and then, in the morning, Estrella helps them out. Or we can strike now, like if we think Hexia is going to.
Let's go see what this hermit knows.
All right. We'll get everything organized with people leaving. Bandage your
It's
wounds.
just, to cast that spell. I love Lyra. I'm gonna cover her ears. Maybe somewhere in the jungle we can find someone that can help her, because if I do cast that spell in the morning, I can only cast it twice more. Until we go back to Mitros.
We know that the hermit is not able to take away the stone skin either. Sorry.
Oh.
But it is a good point. Maybe we should just try and get Hexia today. Well, she might be caught off guard, but if they build up the defenses, then it could be bad. Could you heal us up before we go, though, so that we're fully prepared?
Of course. Do you prefer me to use my healing now or in the fight?
Oh, I thought you were going to stay with the people.
Will you join us?
Looks over to Atreya. I would prefer and we didn't. Chris says, nonsense. This dragon is our problem. These people have fought to defend our village. As the burning head kind of falls over the back.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. That was one we used for board games. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. That will be the plan then.
Right. Well, let's go see the hermit. Maybe we do take a rest before we get, while you get everyone into the caves real quick before we start this journey.
Yeah. And mechanically speaking, I don't want to take us out of this moment too far, but I know how we feel sometimes about not having perfect control over the stuff. You guys can try to take a short rest as you guys are walking through the jungle towards this hermit, kind of starting to the process here as people are starting to pack up and stuff like that. So you guys can definitely attempt a short rest, and we'll definitely get to that too.
Perfect.
Bro, can you move Lyra into the cave with them in case so nobody smashes her?
Of course.
Leave me here like a scarecrow.
Oh. Oh, God.
I'll bring her into the cave and set her down and
Her
tell the
last
elves.
pose is actually just this, and a special bird seed in it.
No, it's just a
Freya-
T-pose.
Astrea's gonna put a bunch of flowers. Lyra looks fab. She looks stunning.
I like to think, after all this, that Lyra's kind of like a weeping angel. Like when you're looking at her, she doesn't change, but then you turn away and turn back, and she's in a new pose.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill anyone or remove them from existence. I'm just making different poses.
All right. Yeah, the elves agree to keep Lyra safe. The children say, "Yeah, we'll carry her very safely in these caves. Don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna slip and fall and break Lyra. That's fine." As they're going to start dragging her backwards, they kind of like a little bumps, like, "Don't worry." Keep dragging her backwards.
Great.
As you guys,
That was why I asked big old beefy Ro to move her, but okay.
Into the cave.
deeper into the cave. Yeah, that's the big thing. No, but
I'm
jokes aside,
unpetrified. I'm missing a finger.
We did that to Crane, remember? We just
Yeah.
lost
She
Like
lost a toe.
toes,
Yeah.
But yeah, as you guys start to prepare for this, starting to bandage up some of the wounds, what's the approach? You guys think, or Patria can tell you it will be about an hour to make the ascend.
And I'll also ask, do your people know of any traps that exist along the way? Anything that Hexia may have set?
There are many. He kind of points towards one of the surviving elderly elves as he kind of like starts to wobble over. Those more. Yes. And really, by elderly, you see that he has no gray hair. You can tell that he is, though, very hunched and can't be older than maybe 175 years. But overall, it seems to kind of hold himself like he is taking a lot of damage in his life. Yes, I was able to scout this many a time. She has vines that seem to live by themselves. The trees, the creatures of the forest are able to come to her call.
No.
Sometimes she puts a little princess crown on and is like, da 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 da. It is
Sounds like
no
she
small
has.
feat. Apologies.
It sounds like she is a druid of sorts.
What is it through it? Someone who drew something?
Mm-hmm. Very powerful.
They're kind of similar to a shaman.
Oh.
They draw power from nature.
At that, Dara kind of looks a little bit shy and he's like, yes, I'm sorry about that. I draw my magic from anything, and your magic seemed interesting. Apologies.
As long as it doesn't hurt us, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know, it's fine.
No,
I'm
no.
good with sharing.
Never. I would never.
I'm- I'd be curious if you could show me how you like siphon power from other things. That would be very interesting and useful.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Okay.
You guys
Sorry.
see why I feel like this is all made up, right?
As Will just breaks the fourth wall. What if we're just characters controlled by players in a board game, people?
That's
He
not
just
what I
starts
said.
running naked. in the
That's
jungle.
deep, Mac. That's deep.
All right, anything
Here's
that
to me, he wasn't going to start running naked through the jungle just for fun. I mean,
It's
this
true.
is
There-
Rodus.
there's that, and you guys have bomb now. You can lather yourselves up. On a serious note, what do you guys want to try? Like, being reasonable with what
Strategically.
these jungle village living elves have available to them. You know, what would you guys want to try to grab before you leave the village?
Definitely that balm, so that we can cure any jungle fever if that comes along again.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to put it on the character sheet. You can just assume that you have it as you lather yourselves up.
Do they have any like really big nets that we could potentially use to grab Hexia with?
They have netting, yes, but nothing big enough to try to get Hexia.
Do they have any weapons that were like traps of themselves that we could use and set up?
So they have a lot of
Ballista, cannons.
yeah. There's just a
Catapults.
random cannon lying about, unlike a galleon. And suddenly it just turns into Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But that joke aside, you see this little pit right there is it's used for taming. They do sometimes try to tame animals if they can, or just bring back a kill that wasn't completely dead yet and just kind of finish it off in there. Alternatively, they do have some fish traps, some larger traps for up to large beasts, but nothing, as Patria can definitely assure you, that would be large enough to hold a dragon inside of it. They do have rope that they have made out of the vines and kind of like shelled bamboo that they retied multiple times together. So there's extra rope if you guys wanted to use that. A lot of the tools that they have are very ramshackle, taking obsidian or something like that from the mountains around here to try to construct something new. There's nothing really, how do you say? There's nothing really solid, like you have no grappling hooks, you have no nice lances or anything, sadly.
I can't think of anything then that we might need. I was trying to think of some way that we could, like if we're going to lure Hexia into her horde area, right? Then we could, like lay a trap inside of there, but hopefully do something to her.
That is a good plan. Do you know of any traps we can set? That we have the materials for?
I'm not a hunter, nope.
Yeah.
That's why I asked for the nets, but there's no nets that's big enough for the dragon.
I don't think Hexia is stupid enough to let us rope her down or catch her in some kind of ruse. I think we'll have to go toe to toe.
I can lift one of you into the air. If you needed me to. If you need to hit it, but it's too far in the air for you to hit it.
I actually prepared a fly spell that I can cast on both Ro and Ursa at the same time.
So that sounds good. Yeah, it's
I'm about it.
just like fly around just aerial combat. So that'd be.
I can even put it on you too if you want to, Straya, if you want to be up there with him.
Oh no, I do not want to be up there. Thank you, Nanny.
Maybe on this temporary person that we're gonna go this hermit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see what this hermit can do. Maybe this hermit has an idea, right? Maybe if he's a friend of Hexia, maybe this hermit is like, oh yeah, look at this cool thing I have, and just like boom, it's like dragon trap.
Perhaps we can bring in the elves to just slowly bring out treasure piece after treasure piece to keep Hexia on the ground near us wanting to fight, as opposed to in the air. I feel like we lose a battle in the air.
I mean, if we want to be a little dark, it seems that she does love her statues. We could just start smashing statues, and that she'd probably come down to get us to stop.
Risa, Rotas and I were talking about that. It's possible his mother is she does the last pose that Brissa was doing.
I mean, we could start with the male statues. I'm just saying, right?
No, it's a good idea. Rotas, your mom, she.
We don't know what kind of horde Hexia is keeping. There may be anything in there.
It's true. It's true. If we just start taking her stuff, she'll hopefully come back down to protect her stuff, right? That's the goal. I mean, dragons are pretty protective of their stuff.
I don't think we should try to chase her through the air.
No, yeah, I think that's probably
All right. Could we not pretend we were bringing her a tribute, and then get a surprise attack on her?
A few grungs did escape, right? So they probably know that we're going to go
I
and
see.
kill her, yeah.
Right.
So she's going to have at least some preparation. So we should head out.
Well, let's go into a dragon's lair then. What could go wrong?
Well, to the hermit first.
Right.
Yeah, the hermit might have some ideas. He might know things.
Yeah, it's true. Has it been on the island for a while, it sounds like?
Alright. As you guys start heading out, Daruk and Petrea wave back towards their people. You can see the ghillie suits that they have constructed for themselves kind of being slung over. They give you a couple of those as well, which is going to give you advantage on stealth checks, while you are in the jungle. And as you guys are being equipped, kind of like managed and stuff like that, you guys start heading outward, deeper into the island. It appears that even the hermit does like to live a little bit up the mountain. a little bit closer as you guys are starting to move upwards. I'm gonna roll a. Actually, no, Tyler, gotta roll me a d10.
Okay. This one.
Alrighty, 5. Okay. You guys are starting to make the way up. And as you guys do, you can see the limestone kind of intermingle with granite, with actually some exposed parts of obsidian, and you can quickly see this is clearly where they kind of break off some of their tools essentially from. As you go past this makeshift quarry, if you want to call it that, and up the path, you guys do see that there seem to be these very narrow canyon. Sinuous pathways that lead upwards into the mountain proper of the island itself. And as you guys are starting to make the ascent further and further, you can suddenly see that there seems to be vines that indeed kind of start to overgrow more and more over the edges. And as they start dashing down towards you guys, this is going to be more of a skill challenge. It seems that the island with these massive vines that actually move, seem to have almost a sentience to them, are starting to make a grab for you guys. How do you guys want to try to get through this and into the deep part of the island?
Ooh.
So again, skill challenges. As a reminder for people watching for the first time too, if you've never seen a skill challenge before, you try to draw on the skills that you're good at. This could be an arcana check, a religion check, survival check, and try to narratively explain to the rest of the group, and of course me, how that helps in that scenario.
Ursa is going to embrace her inner gardener and her strength that from her newfound belt, and just start ripping the plants out from the base, and just kind of tearing them aside and breaking them and everything.
Awesome. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
All right.
Alrighty. Let me roll the check for that one. As you see her moving forward, trying to grab these, it's less that Brista's not strong enough. It's more that there's so many vines. She kind of gets pulled up into the air a little bit and kind of get pulled apart. As you see her now, almost like a doll being whacked back and forth by these vines. That is one failure. What do you guys do?
Oof.
Can I try to shoot at the vines to get Brissa down?
Shoot what?
The vines that are holding her?
No. Sorry. What are you shooting with? What are you shooting? Like what's
just like a sacred flame or?
Sure. If you're just doing a shoot, then just go and make me a straight wisdom check. Or Arcana if you're proficient with it. Alrighty. As you're puking away at the things, you like burn them, but it's almost like this insane feeling where you burn a couple down, and as they start to burn, there's just more that seem to split off at the lower part of the base itself. And as you're kind of like trying to burn them, more and more of these vines come towards you, Estrella. You feel yourself also lifted up into the air and are starting to be squeezed. 2 failures.
Okay, have you ever seen Ocean's 12, where the guy does capoeira to dance through the lasers?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
We need to watch that scene after the fact.
Anyway, it shows him randomly training weird dance moves the whole movie, and then it gets to the laser scene, and then it's oh, he's using the dance moves to get through it. Okay, so Rhodas trains with a sword all the time, and I want him to go dancing through all these arms, imagine him doing his training montage. It's all lining up, all the moves.
Beautiful.
To try to, I guess, cut through them.
Make me an acrobatics or performance check. That'll be up to you.
All right, I'm proficient in performance. Well, I actually have the same modifier for both of them. I'll do performance.
Alrighty.
Man.
We are sucking on this skill check.
Oh wait, I have my inspiration. Can I use my inspiration?
It's not a fail.
Oh,
so
okay.
as you suddenly see Rhodas just kind of go, there's like the hair suddenly flies for a second. There's a little sparkle in his eyes, like I've trained for this. As you rush forward, you start cutting through some of those vines as they drop astray and bristle out of them. You guys see as more of the stuff kind of grows over, and that is when the beasts come. As you suddenly see more of these creatures. Dinosaurs starting to kind of like look down upon you guys from higher up in the canyon while you're like, oh shit. However, it seems like at least you are starting to cut through the vines very efficiently. What do you guys do next? Yanni, any ideas?
Yanni is not built for the jungle. I guess maybe I'm decent at perception. I'll see if I can spot less clogged paths to take us down.
Awesome. Go ahead and make me that perception check.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration. I'm totally gonna use my inspiration.
Go for it.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, Yanni, you're like, this way, this way, this way! You're 100% sure that you have found the right path. As you guys are chasing down this way, it turns out as Yanni, you were so used to city living. You know a region like the back of your hand, but these sinuous pathways here, it's just a maze made out of granite and limestone, and as you push through, you come to a skidding halt as Rhodas kind of bumps into you and the others one by one, and you see just a towering dead end of a wall behind you. As suddenly, this massively sized predator of the jungle steps up towards you guys. You see smaller creatures with feathers surrounding them, their arms and their backs kind of from up on high, as you guys are absolutely surrounded. You see those creatures bare their fangs as they're about to pounce. Suddenly there's a whistle that echoes. Tyler, would you like to describe what the hermit looks like?
I'm trying so hard. Okay. I'm clicking so many things. I've never built a character so fast.
It's so fast. It's happening so fast.
You see a male wood elf. Kind of scraggly and grizzly, and I mean, he washed up on an island and didn't know where he was. So like fuller scruff, but cropped, like buzz cut hair. Super tan, way tan, been in the sun forever, super tan.
The anti-Australia. Just kidding. The yin to
But
yang.
definitely like a leaner, taller, less muscular build. Not the athletic type. Kind of average height for an elf. Not like towering over anyone or super short, but definitely thin. Because he's been stranded on an island for a while. That's it. That's all I got.
Alrighty. As he seems to kind of step forward, has all of these ragged clothing. There might be even remnants of the clothes that he had before he washed up on this island. Whistles, and then suddenly there seems to be just gathering energy from the jungle that surrounds him as it kind of circles about. You can see spots, sparkles of stars and constellations flitting about him. And as it then suddenly pulls it outward, you see some of the dinosaurs seem to be taken with that. You know what, Tyler? Just roll me a straight D100.
Oh my god. I should be a freaking cleric. All these divine inspiration rolls I've been rolling.
No kidding. All right, let me look something up really quick because I don't want us to play through that one for no better reason than to play through something that you guys will definitely be able to beat. So I will say that you guys have a consequence for failing the skill challenge, but you fail forward. Alrighty, with that. Let's see. As you guys fight through all of this, The dinosaurs partially are taken over by this newcomer as they fight each other. However, the massive T-Rex seems to be unaffected as you guys go into fighting. Brissa, you go forward, you block the first chomp, take a little bit of crushing damage, you cut upwards. Rotus, you jump off of the shield, up, doing a flip, getting onto the back of the T-Rex as you drive your blade down. Estrella, you gather the energy together as you just throw multiple Toll the Death against some of this Deinonychuses that are coming down upon you guys, and you gather energy as you shoot a couple of these dinosaurs as they come up on Estrella, trying to keep her safe. At the end of all of this, though, I will say that you guys roll me a Constitution saving throw to see how much damage you guys are able to get away with.
Oof.
Oh God.
All right. Time to reboot Foundry.
Alright, Yanni. You were a little bloodied by the end of this. You took 34 damage. Brissa, same thing for you. Rotus, you're used to fighting large beasties, so for the most part you're able to get through it with only 17 points. And Estrella, same thing for you. As after all is said and done, the large beasts lay slain, the vines are all cut down, and you see this druidic elf having climbed down the cliffside approach you. And because that's a last minute addition of a new character to the campaign for this leg of it, I'm sorry, Lyra. That's going to be it for this week's session. Light of Thylea. Y'all did awesome with that fight. That was not an easy fight, not a hard fight. That was kind of like an in-between there. I definitely should have double-checked whether Estrella had that Greater Resto prepped. I'm going to be honest, as a DM, I just assumed. That one is on me. In any case, you guys did awesome in that fight. And I'm excited to learn more about Tyler's new temporary character that he is incredibly gracious and okay with rolling into this encounter. So that should be fun at the very least. For those of you that checked out for the first time this week, thank you guys so much. I know there were a couple new people from some of the other campaigns I run that have done it. We weren't able to take a break because the combat ended up running into that, so thank you 5 for being down, well, maybe not down, but rolled with the punches on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go try to find another stream to raid, but thoughts, you guys go ahead and give your after battle thoughts on that fight. What did you guys think?
We were probably like 2 bad saves away from it being really bad. Like if one more, if I had gotten petrified or something, because I made a lot of those saves.
Yeah, you did.
I spent most of it being afraid that Estrella was going to end up paralyzed, and then it's like, what the hell are we going to do at that
I
point?
was staying very far behind cover for that very reason.
Yeah, I know, but
Smart.
those little fuckers had range, so you never know.
Mhm. The thing we just rolled, was that the amount of damage that we took?
No. I already marked off the damage that you guys took.
So the eight that I rolled was not.
You failed to save, so you took all the damage
Yeah.
instead of half of it.
I understand.
Alrighty, with that, found a little stream to support. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am excited to see how this is going to all work out next week. Sorry that we didn't get to the break. That one was on me, and see you guys next week. Bye.